Everybody out. The moment it looks shaky, everybody is out, bro.
All right, y'all. We starting our stream. Terry, you about to get a notification.
Okay. Which page live. You send it to?
The Terry the Voice. Terry Matthews. Sorry
Okay.
about that. And then, yeah.
And then just share it?
Yep. You can share it. So you about to get this notification now. We take a little time and actually bring the show on. Every time I come in the press room, you're in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Nacho.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they said? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you're in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Nacho.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they said? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you're in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Nacho.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they said? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you're in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on Nacho.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there?
Yeah. Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag's 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
Man, I don't even know. Yeah.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's legend. Yeah.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Peanut, aka Dash Resource. My bad, I just got finished eating. Yo, I got my man Sackett Smith. What's good, bro?
Bro, don't ever in your life start off with that, bro. Are you kidding me?
Wait. We're gonna be funny. Look. So I showed up a little late, right? So I'm sitting inside the car eating, right? Hey, Smith come outside looking like a warden, like, where is he at? But look, I respect Smith. Smith didn't call me. He came looking for me. You feel me? That's a real man.
Well, I was getting worried about you.
Oh,
You know what
man.
I mean? Well, listen, man. We were supposed to get back together a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we
you feel
was.
me? On that crypto, I was like, "Damn, where my bro at?"
Yeah, man. You feel me?
He was out there. I was like, "Hell yeah, bro!" So
He was out there eating churches.
out there eating some motherfucking churches. Are you kidding me?
You gotta pray for the food. That's why they call it church. You gotta pray for it. God body.
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
Yes.
Starting off early.
Man, what's up with it, man?
What's
Man,
up?
welcome to the Legendary People Podcast, you guys, man. We want everybody that's watching on Facebook, whether you're watching right now or whether you're going to be watching a little bit later, whenever you're watching, man, go to our YouTube channel and like and subscribe and ring the bell notification. Y'all, we slowly but surely inching towards our goal. We about to get 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So we right there, man. So make sure that you're one of the people that's going to put us over the hump. It's the Legendary People Podcast on YouTube,
Yes.
man. The Legendary People Podcast. We spell it the right way, so you don't got to worry about putting DA. Legendary People Podcast, THA.
We are
Legendary.
the.
It's just the.
We
It's
are
regular
the
shit, bro. We
Legendary
really came correct this time. So the Legendary People Podcast on YouTube, man. Please go through, like and subscribe, and all throughout the course of this interview, bro. Comment, and smash that like button. If you're watching right now, smash that like button so YouTube can continue to just put us in their algorithm so we can pop up in your news feed and you can watch and see what we do.
Absolutely.
We've had several interviews on here from people that you love to listen to, man. I mean, people who you respect and admire.
Say
and
one,
right here
man.
from the city.
Give him one.
Man, I'm a good. Tony Ruby came to
Hey,
my mind first, bro. You know
my
what I'm
favorite
saying?
one.
That's
But man,
fam.
we got Ken Lowe, we
Keep
got
going.
Tommy Owens,
Keep
we got
going.
Marlon Shackelford,
Keep going.
we got Daquan Cook,
Keep going.
we got Michael Wright,
Keep
we
going.
got
Brandy
Daryl
Hopkins.
Easley, Brandy Hoskins,
Keep going.
Darnell Hoskins,
Keep going.
Coach Powell,
Get political.
Jeff Mills,
Get political.
Desiree Tim. Hell, man, we don't stop. Man, we got political people that rhyme. Jeff Mims and Desiree Tim.
Hey,
Bars and-
man, let's go, man.
So
Get
you
him in
guys
the
make
booth.
sure that you go to our page. You know what I'm saying? Coach Chronic, but we got some like,
Oh, my God.
like real rappers too, bro. You know what I'm saying? People that's done been all around the world sharing all kind of major experiences. So make sure you go to our YouTube channel to check out all of our guests that we had on the show. We always start out our show by showing love and support to our sponsors,
For
who help make our show go. Sheikhs got the best breakfast in the city.
I ate
So
that this morning, man.
You did?
Yeah, I got the steak, egg, and bagel, man.
But how was it?
It was amazing, bro.
Man, Sheikhs does have the best breakfast in the city, man. It's like real good. Like my bro Marlon Shackelford says, it's real good. So, man, go and holler at Sheikhs. Got the best breakfast in the city. They up there on Salem. And then for lunch, go to Agnes All Natural Good. Agnes All Natural. I was going to say Agnes All Natural Good.
Yeah, nah,
That's
bro.
how good they are.
Yeah.
But it's Agnes All Natural Grill. Agnes All Natural Grill. You guys, they're not at the Dayton Mall no more. They are on the corner of Wayne and 3rd Street. So go and check them out, man. They are amazing jerk chicken bowls and pineapple
Pineapple
bowls.
bowl is my favorite. I'll be there tomorrow.
And chicken cheese steaks
Hey.
and fries.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, bigger deal, the real I spill from my grill, man. You want to go to Agnes All Natural Grill. Yeah, real stuff. And then if you ever get injured for any reason, go straight to the hospital and call my brother like none other. Attorney Michael Wright, 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. And when you're ready to unwind after you got injured, get you some of that good old Kiara wine from my bro Big Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. He'll tell you exactly how to get a hold of some of that Pleasure Peach Kiara wine,
my
man.
favorite
It's
one, man.
very, very good, bro. Big, if you don't come through and bring us no more bottles of wine,
Bro.
you feel me? We
Yeah.
like literally was looking for some of it tonight.
I mean,
bro. So
I
you
saw this
slipping.
one dude who making like jailhouse hooch that want to get on the show. So, I mean,
Big, them hooch.
I don't
them
mind
hooch-
drinking jailhouse hooch. Did it
them-
before.
Them hooch makers trying to cut in on your territory, bro. Yeah, to come on through. Man, so come on through, man. Kiara Wan. And then last but not least, man, my favorite of all favorites is the shoparea.com.
Baby Amazon.
Baby Amazon, the shoparea.com. Just go to the shoparea.com. If you want to buy something, go to the shoparea.com first. Check it out, see what they got. More than likely, they do have whatever it is that you're looking for. Like I said, they're the baby Amazon. So the shoparea.com is where you want to go. All delivery is free, 4 days. So from the store to your door in 4. The shoparea.com, man. My sis, Denise Lewis, man, put that thing together, man. You will really like the experience, all kind of stuff. So the shoparea.com, the shoparea.com, the shoparea.com,
What's
the
their website
shoparea.com, the shoparea.com, the shoparea.com, the shoparea.com.
They done replaced man with a robot. I'm telling you, the Illuminati's real. They already got some man.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, repetition works. So if you ain't going to the shop area by now, you just tripping.
Yeah.
Shoparea.com, man. Go check her out. Link is in the description. Go for your mouth, T-Shirt Kings.
Yeah.
T-Shirt Kings 247.com and Dash Resource is in the building.
Yeah.
Also, Camera King Studio in the building. So you guys make sure that y'all check out all of these places that we named. They good people, good folks, and you're going to get much better than what you expect every time you go to any of these places. And without further ado, Peanut P Dashes.
Yo,
back to you.
What's good?
Yeah.
Bro, you bodied that, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Thanks,
Yeah, you bodied that, man. I gotta set the tone a little early, man. Like
sir.
for real, man. This is the best Phase 10 player in the world, bro. Let me set the tone. Let them know where I'm at with it, right?
Yeah.
This man is one of the most polarizing characters, personalities, where you want to call him, in Dayton, Ohio, man. If you have not been to any nice upscale place, then you probably don't know who this person is. You probably just like go drink a 40 on the corner every weekend as a celebration.
Yeah.
Any place that's been celebrated has this man up there talking to you, man. We got the man, Terry the Voice Matthews, man. How you
Terry,
doing?
what's up,
Terry? What's happening?
Terry. They got to start doing it like the Jerry. Terry. Yo.
I joined in.
Hey, listen. What the Bible say? When 2 or 3 are gathered. Okay, that's all it took. That's all it took.
That's all it took,
bro.
man. So, man, bro, here on the Legendary People podcast, we like to honor our legends by finding out the origins. So, like, where would you grow up?
Straight up Dayton, Ohio, man. Been
Hey.
here, born and raised, ain't never left.
Word. So like, what part to be like specific? Like street area?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I grew up. Well, I was born on Chickamauga.
Chickamauga.
Yeah. I was as a little one right there in the gangster courts. You know, rest in peace to that. They done tore it down right there, right beside where the Bass is.
Yeah.
That's where the gangster courts was, man. There, then the Bass, all in that area, man. So that's born and raised,
Word.
West Side. You know,
Word.
little bad baby kid. You know, that's how I was doing it.
Word. So like, what kind of things were you getting into as like a, you know what I'm saying, like as a little adolescent?
Early, man. To be honest, man, I was just running around the neighborhood, getting into whatever I can get into. Whether it was some pickup little football games, basketball games, just having fun, man. To be completely honest, just trying to stay out the way. Being real, man. Back then, Dayton was rough.
Yeah.
You know, rough. I'm talking about you seeing people die like it was nothing as a little kid, and so you know, just trying to stay positive, trying to stay safe, but trying to have fun at the same time.
Right.
You know.
So like, who are some of your day like one friends,
Ooh, wait.
man?
Most definitely I go fam first. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Ronnell Lane, one of the coldest barbers in the city. He's my cousin, my brother, my best friend, all at the same time.
Word.
One of my good friends, man, rest in peace, just passed, man, Bruce. Yeah, man, grew up with him, Howard, you know, his family. You talking about, man, everybody in the Vistas.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Dante Nevins. Man, you listen, we was some baby kids.
I love it. Right. So like, what elementary school did like you go to?
Wagaman.
Wagaman.
Yeah.
So like, what was it like at like Wagaman?
Man, Wagaman was fun, man. It had its cliques even back then. You had your ones, your popular ones, your ones who like to fight. Then you had your ones that wore the nice clothes to school, and then you had your outcasts.
Right.
You know, I was fortunate to be able to roll in a couple of those groups because you know I didn't dress all that well, but I dressed good enough.
Right.
You know, see, back then we was cheating. You know, we only had one pair of Guess jeans.
Right.
But we would cut the patch off and put it on another pair, and they thought it was different pair every week. so we was cheating, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got to roll with that crew, man, and I was with the sports crew, and I was with the fighters, man. So
Right.
you know, I was able to kind of bounce around, man.
Word. So like growing up, did you have mom and dad in the house or just?
No, I was with my mom, man. My mom, it was 5 of us. I got 4 sisters. I'm the youngest, only boy and the youngest. So you know, growing up in the house, all women, man, it was little crazy times.
Yeah. I mean, it had to be different compared to like your friends probably, right? So like,
Yeah, most definitely.
What was the glaring difference to you between going to your people's house and then going over there, like being home?
Being real, they had people to look up to. Not saying I really couldn't look up to my sisters, but it's different. It's hard for a little boy to look up to women. You know what I'm
4
saying?
sisters, bro.
4 sisters.
Four
Yeah, by my mom.
sisters.
But all together, the crazy part, my dad did his thing. You know what I'm saying, on the side. So I got some more.
Respectfully.
I got some more brothers and sisters. But in my house, man, 4 sisters, man.
Man.
And my oldest sister is 10 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? So I got a 10-year-old sister that was 10 years older than me, 9 years older than me, 7 years older than me. No, 6 years older than me, and then 1 year older than me.
So
Wow.
Terry, you said you grew up in the house with your mom.
Yeah.
But what about your pops though, bro?
Pops, man, I'm be honest, man. Early the earliest memory I had of my father that I can remember at the end was I was 5. I remember like it was yesterday. It was Christmas time. Pops came, got me a brand new He-Man
Bike.
Yeah, man.
He-Man bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's major. You feel
I'm
me?
still mad at my cousin to this day because he broke it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I had that. Pops brought that. It was weird because it was almost like I got double of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because my mom bought this and then he bought it, but they didn't talk. So they ended up buying the same gift. So I had like 2 He-Mans. I had 8 Ninja Turtles because I had all of them twice. And, but it was cool, man. But
And no brothers to play with it with.
no brother
like,
play with
oh,
it, man. And so,
Terry.
man, you know, Pops wasn't there, man. But the crazy part about it, man, I never lost the respect for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once, I'm gonna tell you what did it, man. To be honest, you know, finally hearing stories about him, different things of that nature, it made me, in a sense, respect him.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
though he wasn't physically there.
What were some of the stories that like you heard?
Man,
or
this-
did he is he still living right now?
my pops passed when I was 16.
He passed. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
all right. Shout out to Pops, bro.
Yeah, Pops, my guy, man. I got him tatted on my arm, man.
Word.
And my pops was a skater.
A skater, like
Kill it, man. That's them. Man, they tell me all the time, man. Your pops used to be out there on the was. You know what I'm saying? And,
wagon.
you know, they didn't. They said his personality. You know what I'm saying? A lot like how my personality is now.
Yeah.
They said that was him back then.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what helps me respect him because that's who I get it from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and then Pops did come back in my life. I want to say I was probably about once when I was probably about 12, 13. Then he disappeared again. Then he came back when I was 15. But when he came back when I was 15, he was sick. So my pops had HIV.
Oh,
You know what
wow.
I'm saying? Yeah, so he pretty much didn't have a caregiver. So and at this time, I was staying with one of my older sisters. So me and her was staying together. Pops came and lived with us because he wasn't doing too good. You know what I'm saying? And then when it was time for him to pretty much go, you know, we had to be the ones to say, keep him on the ventilator or take him off. You know what I'm saying? But seeing him every day like that, man, it's just, you know, me and my sisters couldn't stomach that. You know what I'm saying? We knew what he was going through, so we made the choice to, you know, take him out the ventilator. So
Yeah, man.
Man, that's an amazing story in itself,
that
bro.
is,
Hey,
man.
shout out to you, bro.
appreciate
for
that.
holding it down and taking your pops in, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause he needed that. You
Yeah,
feel
for
me?
sure. And that's how I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I got a better understanding in life than most people. You know what I'm saying? And like my mom was a drug addict pretty much. My mom was a functioning drug addict. You know what I'm saying? So doing drugs, but a roof still over my head. Doing drugs, but still got food on the table. Doing drugs, but still got clothes on my back. You feel what I'm saying? So like my outlook on life is a lot different because I've seen a lot more younger than most people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when my mom got kind of bad, my cousin Ronell, his mom took me in. So I moved with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So being able to see that and seeing different things in life, man, it was just a different aspect for me.
Right.
Like I looked at life like, you know, already at the age of 10, 11, 12, like life is short. Love the people who are around you. You know what I'm saying? Respect your elders. And I just had that at a young age, man.
Right.
So, you know, shouts out to both of my parents. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? My mom passed when I was 20. You know what I'm saying? From cancer. So, you know, hey, I tell everybody all the time they raised one hell of a son. You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying?
bro.
Despite anything that they had going on.
Absolutely,
man, real
man.
talk,
Salute
man.
to them
Shout out to
queens,
your
man.
moms
Yeah,
too, man.
yeah.
Much
True
love to
Both
you.
them queens, man. So like, what was that transition like? So like, what was the glaring difference between the household that you lived in compared to going around else?
To be honest, you can feel the love more. Like there's a difference between knowing somebody love you and somebody showing you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you know, no disrespect to my mom's, it was like I knew she loved me, but however, because of the things she was going through at that time, she couldn't show me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then getting to his house, it was just mad love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now I felt like now I got a big brother. I got somebody I can look up to.
Right.
Somebody I can steal his clothes and shoes when he ain't looking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, his mom's wasn't no joke. You know, we call her Shani baby.
Shani
you know what I'm
baby.
saying? Yeah, man, listen. She hardcore. Mm-hmm. She one of them ones, she punch you right in your chest type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's out of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she didn't want us to grow up to be like the other men that we already saw. You know what I'm saying? Our uncles and the dads that wasn't there and stuff like that. She didn't want that for me and him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So she was hard on us. You know what I'm saying? And but it was cool. Like we had a ball. Like I had my cousin, he a barber, so I had like free haircuts in the house at all times. Never went without a haircut.
Yeah, matter of fact, I got a picture of one of your haircuts here. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Tell me about what year is this that we talking about, bro?
When I moved in with them, I was about 11.
About 11?
Yeah, about 11 when I moved in with them. And it's kind of crazy, man, because I'm going to be honest. Up until that point, I'm going to say up until I was probably about 10 or 11, I didn't even know my mom did drugs. Like, I was in denial.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, now, don't get me wrong. Your moms didn't work. We was on welfare. Moms was doing her thing, trying her best and holding it down. And I never as a kid, you don't understand. You ain't caring where money come from. You just, as long as you got to turn the light switch on, the lights come on.
Yeah.
That's all you worry about. You know what I'm saying? So doing that, man, and just seeing my mom, and then as I started to get a little older and started understanding things, and also understanding that's one of the reasons why all my sisters moved out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They moved out at early ages. You know what I'm saying? My sister that's 10 years older than me, I want to say she moved out when she was like maybe 15, 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Moved in with her dad, and then she got pregnant with her first son. Rest in peace to my nephew, Mike Lansky.
R.I.P. Mike Lansky, man.
When she moved out early and then ended up getting pregnant with him, I didn't know that back then, but this was some of the reasons why they left. Mom's was on drugs, things weren't going too good. Then my other sister left. Then my third sister left. Then my sister that was right over me, she moved in with our oldest sister. And I'm like, where everybody going?
Right.
So when you finally moved out at 11, was it a particular incident that happened?
It got bad, man. It just got bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's at that point, things did start to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as not being able to fully take care of me, different things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know, coming home and mom just passed out. You know what I'm saying? Still not fully understanding why, but understanding the fact that she sleep for 4-5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting out of school. It's 3:30. I get home. Mom sleep till 7-8 o'clock. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it was, you know, it was the drugs. You know what I'm saying? It was the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because she was up to 4 or 5 every night.
Yeah.
So literally, as I'm getting up to go to school, she's just now going to bed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? All I looked at is mom I still had breakfast before I went to school every morning.
Right.
Clothes was laid out, already ironed for me and everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand it. To me, mom was just up, you know, kicking it. Then she got my clothes ready. I got up, took a shower, got dressed, went to school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at life. But then as I was able to kind of understand things, that's when I started realizing, you know, mom got a drug problem. Yeah, you know, things ain't going too good. And then so my aunt just at that time I was kind of like every weekend escaping, going away. And then what happened was I went to my aunt's for like a summer. And while I was gone, my mom had to live at Parkside. And back then, Parkside had a part where it was for people on drugs and stuff like that. Emergency housing. And she couldn't have company past a certain time.
Yeah.
So I would have to go visit my mom and then hide in the closet when the people came to make sure wasn't nobody there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I would hide in the closet. You know what I'm saying? They'd come, knock on the door. She let them in. They'd take a little peek through, check the bedroom. But they would never check the closet, which was weird. But like they would legit come in the living room, check the kitchen, go upstairs, check the bathroom and the bedroom because it was only a one bedroom. And then they would leave.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then when the clothes was clear, I come out the closet and, you know, my mama make my pallet, you know what I'm saying, right there for the couch. And that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And then after a while, it became unnormal. You know what I'm saying? It became odd.
Yeah, like why am I always having to go hide in the closet over here, but when I go to my friend's house, I can just sleep out there the whole time.
So then my aunt, you know, Shani baby, Ronell's mom, finally asked me, like, well, what do you want to do, T? And I'm like, to be honest, I'd rather you be here.
Yeah.
You know, so that was, I remember that talk like it was yesterday. It was a Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? She took me to my mom's. We sat there right at the little dining table in the kitchen, and you know, my aunt said, she's like, T, you're going to have to be the one to tell her. And I, you know, it was hard telling my mom, like, I want to move there permanently.
Wow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then papers were signed, and legally, you know, she had custody after that.
Man, you made a real grown man decision, bro. At 11, bro.
That's crazy.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Man,
Salute to
salute,
you, man.
salute.
Yeah, so I mean, it was the crazy part is, man, it was like it was a nice transition,
Right,
Because
yeah.
I was welcomed, and then mom also didn't really give up a lot of fights. She was like, she understood,
Right.
Yeah.
so she didn't make it hard. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think if she would have like broke down, like, no, don't go. You know what I'm saying? It would have been
would've made it-
different.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But mom's like looking me right in my face, like with tears in her eyes, though. Like, I understand. I love you. Hugged me, kissed me. You know what I'm saying? And that was pretty much it. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying? But
man.
now, don't get me wrong. I still went and saw her every weekend.
Yeah.
Still kept going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Until she got better. And then she got out of the emergency housing and got back in her own place, got back on her feet, started doing right. Now, you know, she still was doing little drugs here
Yeah.
and there, you know what I'm saying? But she had a better control of her life.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At
Like,
this time,
like that
yeah.
point, it was her rock bottom at that point.
Yeah, and so, you know, living in at least decent neighborhoods at this point now, you know what I'm saying, instead of in the Bass or something like that, you know, so because she was taking care of herself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, able to pay good rent instead of, you know, having to pay $12, $15 how it was back then when you staying in the hood houses and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying, she was on her feet doing a little better, but it was still a little drugs here and there. But, you know, she was very, very responsible. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going back home. I want to say I was probably about 17. No, it was right after my pops passed. So I was 16.
We'll get there for a second because I still want to find out like that first year of going. So this middle school now at this point, right? What's the first year of middle school like with structure?
Actually, it was nice. You know what I'm saying? Because my 7th grade year, I was still with Ronell and his mom, and Ronell had just left Stivers.
Okay.
So when he went into his
What middle school was you at?
Stivers.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I was able to draw for two reasons. My mom could draw. You know what I'm saying? But then Ronell was a hell of an artist.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So seeing them draw, and the crazy part is I didn't draw a lot as a kid, but seeing them and seeing how they did it gave me the ability to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Just like cutting, watching him cut hair all the time, I started doing my own hair.
Right.
Just because I kept watching him over and over and over again, like, okay, then you did that. You don't need you take okay. So same thing with drawing. So I was like, well, I want to go to Stivers too. They're like, what you gonna go for? I'm like, I don't know. Because I didn't know you had to audition.
Right.
I'm thinking I could just go. So they was like, nah, you got to audition. You got to, you know, figure out what you're going to do. I said, well, I pick art. Went, I forget. I remember that like it was yesterday too. Sat down at the table. It was a bowl. You know what I'm saying? With fruit in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you had to draw the bowl with the fruit in it, but you had to draw it and shade it and do the right shadowing. Like legit, if the shadow of the bowl was on the table to the left, that's how you had to do it.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? But that's what they were looking for. They
Right.
just didn't tell you that. I had the upper hand because Ronell had already went there.
Yeah, he's like, yo, make sure you get the shadow, bro.
Yeah, and that was big. And he said being able to recognize texture and shadows is what they're looking for. So I just sat down and got the woo. It shocked me how good it was.
Wow.
I was like, oh damn, I'm sweet. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got into Stivers, man. But the transition was so sweet because he was already there. Then my sister Donetta was there. You know what I'm saying? So when she left and became a freshman in high school, I became 7th grade at Stivers.
Okay.
So first it was Ronell, then it was my sister, then me. So all the teachers kind of knew me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then some of her friends were still kind of there. They were in 8th grade. And so coming in 7th grade, it was smooth. I remember one of my first days there, I got in a rap battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I came in and the first day, because I seen them, because they already had their crew. They rapping.
Yeah.
And I try to play it off, but I'm listening. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then my dude Breezy, man.
Shout out to Breezy.
Yeah, my dude Breezy, he from here, man, but he stay in Canada now. And he hyped it up. He was like, hey, my dude T right here, he can rap.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, you didn't put me on the spot. Man, and I got up there, man, he did one of my raps, man, one that was already written.
Yeah, there you go.
And they was all like, "Ah." And that's what did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't no looking back after that. You know what I'm saying? They was on me. You know what I'm saying? The guys like, hey man, you rolling with us. The ladies, they looking like, hey. So it was on the popping then.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man.
That's what's up.
So like that's one legendary first year of middle school. Probably on this podcast we ever heard.
Right. Went in there and cooked a couple of niggas on a rap battle.
Smed, don't do that.
You know, Smed got something in the sleeve right now.
Man. Listen, nah. Look, I got six.
Peanut is actually
A battle rap enthusiast.
good battle rapper, man, and a battle rap enthusiast.
Thank you, man.
I'll say that. I'll say he really likes.
Yeah,
you battle rap.
I battled before. Yeah,
you have. So
I battled before.
So right now you can do it.
Yeah, right now I can battle.
Pause T's life story real quick.
I'm not about to rap, man. I'm retired. I'm a podcaster now.
Hey,
Don't let me get. Hold on.
We gotta get a couple bars, man.
I got my big brother Kev Easy.
I see Kev Easy in here.
He got
more than everything.
I heard what you said. Now my antennas went up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. Come on.
That's crazy.
And look up P Dash's verses on Google. It pop up. But anyway, so like that one of the most legendary first years of middle school ever. So like during this time, are you playing sports or doing anything like that? As well?
Play ball, play basketball. Didn't play football my 7th grade year. I waited till my 8th grade year. I was real small too, so I ain't gonna lie. I was scared to play football my 7th grade year. Like I didn't tell nobody that, but on the inside, I'm like, y'all got me messed up.
Yeah.
I'm like 102 pounds soaking wet.
Right.
I ain't about to, man, y'all got me messed up. But I did play ball. You know, I did. I was actually, man, to be honest, man, I was a lot better than the average.
Okay.
A lot better than I got credit for.
Right.
Yeah.
I was at Stivers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people didn't look at us for sports.
Right.
It just was, we was an art school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it is now. Back then it was, if you went there, matter of fact, at that time, middle school was a little different. It was almost 50-50 when it comes to black and white.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then by my freshman year, like, it's like 65, like 35. Like, you know what I'm saying?
More blacks, right?
Yeah, more whites.
Oh,
You know what
more
I'm saying?
whites.
Yeah, at that
More
time.
whites. Okay, okay.
So because you got we were one of the first magnet schools for Dayton public schools.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You had, you know, you
Kaiser was a science magnet school.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah. You know that, did you, Smith?
I heard about it. Ain't no goddamn scientist came out of there. Ain't one scientist.
Kaiser has some baby kids.
Man, Parkside, where Parkside kids go?
They went to some of them went to Kaiser.
Facts.
But remember, what's the name was right there.
Niggas ain't did. Not only
They had Cleveland Elementary.
not scientists. Them niggas didn't even do science projects.
Yeah, we
the
little
science
fact to
fair.
make it all right, whatever, man. All right, so
We ain't saying they did it. We just saying it was there.
it gonna be one of them ones, man. All right. So sports you did pretty well.
Yeah.
Right. So like what is like your grades like during this time?
Oh, horrible. Horrible. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the kids at Stivers, they were smart. I was probably the worst. No, I was in the bottom 5%.
Right. All right.
I was in the bottom 5. I ain't gonna because one of my friends, he was worse than me. So he made me look good sometimes. He actually used to cheat off me.
And he was your tutor.
All at the same time. But man, I was horrible. I was a horrible student, but I was funny.
Right.
So the teachers loved it. But I was horrible.
Right.
Man, I'm talking about, I don't know how I graduated. Well, I almost didn't graduate, to be honest. Right. Yeah, we wait till we get to that point.
Yeah.
We still back here.
Yeah.
I wasn't a good student, man. I was horrible. I was all about sports and girls. That's it.
Right.
Anything else didn't make sense to me. But it's crazy. But when I got home, I was still a funny person, but I was a different kid when I got home. When I got home, I'm doing chores. I'm yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? But at school, nah. My 3rd grade, I got expelled. I smacked my teacher.
Whoa. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
Yeah, that's just to show you.
we get inside that time machine. Wait. Smith, we get inside our legendary time machine to go back to 3rd grade.
Go back. third grade.
You did what?
No, I smacked her, man. I'm gonna tell you why.
For what reason?
She was disrespectful.
To a third
Yeah,
grader.
that's what I'm saying.
All right.
So I was short, so I had to get on top of the chair.
All right.
So like she was yelling, and I told her, I said, "Don't yell at me again."
So you stood up on the chair to talk to her.
Yeah.
She was yelling at you.
So it started.
What did you do
Right.
to make her
I
yell
was
at
playing. I was playing, and she told me to stop talking. Right, and I didn't. You know, and she used one of them one words that I even say to kids something right now. So if y'all watching, and if I teach y'all kids at the school I work with, I tell your kid to shut up sometime because I told them to be quiet 3 times and they didn't listen to that.
Right.
So I talk to them in the form that you do. So I say, shut up.
Right.
And she did that to me when I was in 3rd grade, and I didn't take it too well. I asked her, who you think you're talking to?
The irony.
Yeah. So then she walked over to me, and I didn't know she was there.
Right.
So she like gave me one. You know how you get somebody one of them firm, like it was like a and grabbed it.
Yeah.
And man, I said, who you touching? And then I got on top of that chair, man. I said, don't you ever in your life put your hand on me. And I don't know. I think I heard somebody say smack her, but it wasn't like a real person. He just said smack her. And I said, all right. And I smacked the heck out of her. And I never went back to school the rest of that school year after that.
Yeah.
Stayed at home watching stories with my mama.
Okay.
For the rest of the school year. So I was at home watching The Young and the Restless the rest of my 3rd grade year, man. But I had to repeat 3rd grade. I think that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Because then it made me seem like I was smart.
We did talk about that before. When we were talking about somebody, it was like, man, how old are you, right? Because they were talking about how like they did so good in class, and they was a year older than everybody.
And that's what did it. Right. But it made it look like I was supposed to be there.
Right.
Because I was small.
Yeah.
So now we all the same height.
Yeah.
See, I was shorter than the people I was in class with. Then when I got expelled and came back, we all the same height.
You literally Back to the Future.
Back to the future.
That's a bar.
Yeah, man. So I was off the chain, man. I wasn't no good. And it just carried over. It just kept going. So by the time I'm in middle school, I'm not only am I still bad, but I'm like the most popular kid in the school. So that didn't mix well. I was like Dennis the Menace.
Right.
You know, everybody loved Dennis the Menace in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Until he messed up your yard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was at the school.
Right.
All the teachers loved me until they had me as a student.
I can see a little badass run down the street knocking on everybody's trash, and I'm laughing till you kick mine over.
I used to do that in school. I used to play nigger knocker in school. Not forget the neighborhood.
Come beat on the teacher's door
And run.
Yeah.
They wasn't gonna catch me. I was gone, man. I was bad, bro.
Oh man, so, all right, so after this first glory year, you know what I'm saying, like you go through middle school, now you about to transition into high school. So is this when you go back with moms, or is it?
This is when I'm going back to moms.
Okay.
I'm going back to moms, and back at moms my 9th grade year, and it was cool. It was cool, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, Pop's back in my life at this time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying, but. He is, was here. He was living in Cincinnati though.
Okay,
so
so
he
it's
was
spotty.
coming. Yeah, he was coming and dating. So I say at least every other month. And to me at that time that was major.
Yeah,
because I went years without seeing him.
Right.
So to see him every other month was like, phenomenal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So 9th grade, it was pretty cool. Now the thing about Stivers was we were the first graduating class. So as a freshman, I was the top dog on campus. Okay. Because there was no sophomore, juniors, and seniors.
Wow. So like you coming in basically like, this is my kingdom now.
This is my kingdom. Now the bad part is we didn't have no sports our freshman year at all. Oh. No basketball, no football, no track, no nothing.
Because ain't nothing set up for y'all. There's no infrastructure.
It's arts.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Our parents had to fight for us to get sports. Like literally write letters and talk to people and talk to the board, the Dayton Public Board to get us sports. And the board finally approved it, like, cool, give them sports 10th grade year, but we were still limited. We only had basketball. We had, like, tennis, golf, basketball, and track.
And wait. So with the integration of sports, of course, did you see a big influx of black students at the school now?
They start coming back.
I bet they did.
Yeah, real talk. Like, I can say his name on here. He ain't gonna mind. My guy, Angelo Heflin.
Okay.
The Heflins. So his brother, Ryan Heflin, went to Meadowdale. Yeah. He was 1 year in front of Angelo. Mm-hmm. Angelo was in the same grade I was. So Angelo, who left his freshman year, I want to say he went to Meadowdale. And then when he found out we was getting sports, he came back.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We had another couple people who did it, but they really wasn't all that good at sports. So I don't know why they came back, but they did. But it was cool. Now we in the mix. We getting our butt whooped by a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But it's fun playing.
Right.
We was causing little problems here and there. Like, I'm gonna say it. They're gonna be mad. My 10th grade year, the only team we beat the whole year. We was 1 in whatever. Oh no, I take that back. We beat 2 teams. We beat Yellow Springs, but the only team in the city we beat was Patterson.
Yes, man. What you gotta say now, man?
My 10th grade year, we beat Patterson.
They beat the Career Center.
It was, but it was crazy though. But I'm gonna tell you the only reason why we beat them though.
Man, wait. Don't you make that distinction between Patterson Co-op and the Career Center.
Well,
what's the difference, man? I don't know the difference.
Well, the Career Center was some shit that you just went to like outside of Patterson.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you what it was though, man.
It's a bunch of like electricity.
They tried to do a transition like Stivers did.
Yeah,
and that's what happened. They tried to do something like what Stivers was doing.
Okay.
So they lost a lot of students.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, the only reason why we really beat them is because, shouts out to Adonis Curtis. He didn't play.
Okay.
If he would have played, they probably would have beat us by 30.
Right.
But he didn't play.
Right.
So we won.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter because if you suit up,
Yeah, exactly.
the game count.
Hell yeah.
Putting on the jersey is the most important part of the game.
Yeah, because you can't go out there naked.
Yeah.
So if you put it on, that's the start.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Dallas didn't play. I think we beat them by like 6 points or something like that. And that was the only city team we beat the entire year.
And y'all needed that, bro. Like,
We did.
You know what I'm saying?
We did. I think God did that for us.
Right.
Yeah,
He made a way. And then junior year came, and now we're varsity.
Antoine Cunningham.
Oh, comment.
Yes.
But he ain't knocking at the door with the
y'all
wine.
cheated.
Wait.
Yeah, he was there as a freshman. Or something like
He don't want to say nothing about the Kiara supposed to be bringing it here. He gonna come here and say F you. You're a sponsor, sir. Have some reverence.
Big, we gotta watch this.
Big.
Now, the crazy part about it, Big was like one of like little bruh for real. Like
Yeah.
one of damn near one of my mentees.
Yeah.
Like me and Big jailed automatic when Big got to Stivers, like that was my guy.
Word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when he left and went to Patterson, we never lost it. You know what I'm saying? He was still little bruh, still fam. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. So then when now we playing sports against each other.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. Now I was a little older than him. Think about 2 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun. You know what I'm saying? But it was at a disadvantage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then by the time we juniors, now we have to be varsity. We can't be JV no more.
Right.
We have to be varsity. We was really getting our butt whooped. And then at that time, I was playing reserve and varsity because we didn't have enough players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they broke the rules for us. You know, normally you can only play like a total of 6 quarters or something like that. They broke the rule for us because we didn't have enough people to play. So, like, we had to play both games. And I remember playing Colonel White at Stivers. And the reserve game, we beat Colonel White by 1 point. And then the varsity game, they beat us by like 40 points. So it was like payback. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, part of you was like, I beat y'all already.
Yeah. That's how I felt on the inside. I couldn't say it out. I probably would have got jumped.
Yeah.
Because Colonel White, they were some thugs back then. You know what I'm saying? They, wasn't third good. That was Colonel White.
Right.
Yeah, Colonel White, they was taking guns and knives to school.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody drove the cars on 20s back then at Colonel White, and I don't know how they was driving. I don't know how they got the car.
Right.
I don't know. But they had them.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
They was like leaving their school and coming to our school and getting our girls too.
Yes, man.
That was the other messed up part. I didn't appreciate that. And I'm saying it now.
I ain't like that neither. In my own era, I didn't like that either. Like for real. I mean, like y'all pulling down there and I'm getting on the LS bus, bro.
Period. I had the unlimited bus pass.
Yeah.
I can go back and
Y'all pulling up
forth.
with McDonald's already sitting on the seat. How can I compete?
Hot
At the
McDonald's.
bars?
It's a hot McDonald's at that.
Wait. So speaking of like the senior year and stuff like that, y'all are the worst senior ditch day ever. Y'all got so many pictures of y'all. Like, y'all are the worst criminals ever. Why there's so many pictures of y'all on senior skip day?
Hey, before you answer that, let's take a break. We'll be right right back. You guys, man, we want to shout out our sponsors. But before we do, bro, everybody that's watching,
Y'all taking pictures.
go to the Legendary People podcast page on YouTube, man. Like and subscribe, man. Subscribe. We at 990 subscribers. Man, we trying to get to 1,000. So you guys go over to our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and like, man. Like it a whole lot, bro. Subscribe and comment, man. So we going to read all these comments at the end of the interview. So comment on YouTube, comment on Facebook, and make sure that you subscribe to our Facebook page, our YouTube page. God damn it.
See, that's why keep going to the wrong place, man.
The Legendary People podcast on YouTube. The link is in the description. Our sponsors are Sheikhs, man. Sheikhs for breakfast. They got the best breakfast in the city. So for breakfast, make sure that you go to Sheikhs. For lunch, go to Agnes All Natural Grill. They're on the corner of 3rd and Wayne, right across from the library downtown. So that's Agnes All Natural Grill. If you ever get injured in any type of accident, call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. And when it's time to unwind, make sure you contact my bro Antoine Cunningham for that Kiara wine. Kiara wine in the building. He said he's going to bring us some tomorrow. So you guys make sure you tune in and check us out. Tomorrow night, we got Ready Baby coming on to the show, man. So make sure that you tune in, bro. I know everybody want to see what's been going on with Ready Baby. He coming right here, man, to sit down at the Godcast with me and Peanut, bro, and my bro Kev Easley in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And last but not least, man, the shoparea.com, the shoparea.com, the shoparea.com. It's like baby Amazon. Anytime you want to buy something, go to the shoparea.com first. Buy it there. They probably gonna have what you're looking for, and when they do, the shipping is free to you from the door to your store and for
from the store to your door and for
from the store to your door and for the shoparea.com. The shoparea.com.
What?
Gold for your mouth. The #1 gold teeth designers in the world. T-shirt kings. We've been in this thing for 22 years, man. Come and see us. 4301 North Main Street, man. We getting it going every day from 11 to 6, except for Sunday. So come through and holler at us and dash.
On Sunday, bro. The only reason why the shop is closed on Sunday because y'all gotta be preparing for sales stocks not dope every Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Man.
The sales stocks not dope, bro. Is my bro Dash Resources. He teaches you how to get money quickly in a good way.
It's a Dash resource for you.
Dash resource, bro. Yeah, get that bread in a dash, man. So make sure you come through and check out and see what we doing. Peanut, we about to take a quick break. Check out these microphones real quick. Make sure that they on. You guys stay right with us. But while this commercial is on, go over to the Legendary People podcast on YouTube, man, and subscribe real quick.
Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot Tronic Heat Press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up. I'm out your way. Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
Don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Don't ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real. I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can. Yeah!
It's
We
on
on?
you.
Yeah. So, man, look, man. Like I said before, I got to get at you, man. Y'all are the worst senior skip day in the history of any school. Why'd y'all take so many pictures, man?
I don't know, but like, I think we was just so happy to finally be able to do it. Like I think that's probably what it was. Like, we finally wanted to be like, yeah, because other schools have been doing it.
Yeah.
And now
it ain't got to be skip day for you to skip.
Well, I used to skip all the time. I used to leave and go down to the Chinese spot right there down the street from Stivers like every day.
Okay.
And then I used to leave. And a matter of fact, this is horrible. I used to walk to Chaminade Julienne.
Okay.
From Stivers, right?
Yeah.
Because I had a couple of ladies over there. Mm-hmm. And then I would come back. And
to school.
To school.
So it was an activity. You walking out to a place where they in there wearing khakis, that white polo with the green and the blue.
Yeah,
on there.
they would sneak out. It was okay. If you ever been to Chaminade,
you got up them steps.
They wouldn't come out that door. Like if you go through like where the cars park at now, there's a door that comes out of the atrium. I'm out of where the auditorium is. And the girls used to come out that door right there.
R. Kelly, I hope you ain't listening, bro. I hope they got you locked away.
Because R. Kelly he gonna come out like, hey, seems like you're ready. He gonna do what he do. But yeah, man, that's just how we used to do, man. And we used to Charlie on back up the Stivers.
Word. So like, so normally senior skip day is at the end of the year, right? So you kind of getting ready to finish school. So like, what is that like for you? Your movement, your parents? Because like I said, like both the moms shared interest in what you had going on.
Well, the crazy part is this, and we cracked about it. Like I barely graduated. Real talk. Like my first son was born my senior year.
Right. Mine as well.
So I was like one of the first, like at Stivers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, nobody having kids at Stivers. You know what I'm saying? So
you the first baby daddy in Stivers
first baby daddy in history. I should be on the wall. I don't know why I'm not.
A bust.
So it was a couple times like I took my son to school with me.
What?
You know what I'm saying? He used to be right in the car seat right beside me and everything while I was taking class. You know what I'm saying? And you had to do what you got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so in order for me to graduate, because now I'm trying to take things serious because, you know, I got a kid. I'm trying to be responsible.
I'm a parent now.
Yeah. So I had to in my senior year. You know, typically your senior year, most seniors only go to school half a day.
Right.
Not me. I had to go to school the whole day. Then I had to go to a tutor right after school. Then I also had to do night school.
Wow, just to make sure you would graduate on time.
Exactly, because by me doing the tutor, they gave me a credit for the tutor. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a couple credits short.
Right.
So I got a credit for going to getting the tutor, which costs. And I had to go to night school, which was for like, I want to say it was only like a quarter or a semester. Can't remember exactly which one it is. So I had to do that as well.
Right.
So I didn't play no sports my senior year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which was hard because coming off of pretty much a great season my junior year, I forget what I averaged, but I was balling. You know what I'm saying? And then ran track my junior year, and I was a district champ in track.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Had the 10th fastest time in the state in the 400. And then my senior year come, I'm ready.
Right.
Because I had never ran track before. So that was my first year running. So now I'm like, oh, yeah, y'all.
Yeah, like, this is my lane, no pun intended.
Yeah, y'all done.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to kill y'all. And then my girl at that time, like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Rode it like a big shot. She was pregnant, man.
Right.
And then, so we did what we had to do. She was a junior at that time. I was a senior. She was a junior.
At the same school? Or?
At Belmont.
Okay.
She was at Belmont.
Oh, yeah. Wait. So you sneaking off to CJ with you got to wear the Belmont.
Belmont right there too, though. You know? So, you know, and we just did what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I had to do to make sure I can graduate, and graduated. And Stivers was different than most schools. Most times to be able to speak at like the baccalaureate and different things like that, you had to be like class president or vice president, stuff like that. At Stivers, they voted on who got to speak at these things.
Okay.
And so we were going for class president, and I lost by literally one vote.
Right.
I was pissed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And actually the person who beat me was a girl I was kind of like slightly talking to, kind of messing with, but really more just talking to because it wasn't physical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She beat me by 1 point. And I think they cheated on purpose, you know, because they didn't want me to outdo her.
Right.
You know?
And plus she voted for herself, man. She cheated.
Yeah, because I don't vote for myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like you voted for her.
Yeah, because I was liking her and everything. And she hurt me. But so she won, and then I end up speaking at our baccalaureate.
Wow.
And then she spoke at the graduation. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool. But then the coolest part about it, the superintendent of Dayton Public Schools at the time, you know, they go to each graduation and say something. She did a speech about me, and I didn't know she was talking about me until the end.
Right.
And they messed up and put me on the front row because, you know, we sit up, up and everybody that way, and they looking at us, and they put me on the front row. I don't know why they did that. So I'm clowning up there on the front row. And now she giving the speech, she talking about this phenomenal person who got perseverance and this and that. I'm looking around, what was she talking about? And then it only made me know that she was talking about me, man, when she got to say, you know, and then, you know, this guy was able to be here today, and doing that, he had a son. And I'm like,
Wow.
I'm the only one that had a kid at this damn school. You gotta be, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And then so she gave a speech about me because to them they had never seen that either. They had never seen a male have a kid, be responsible about it, seeing it, bringing the kid to school, and still finish school and graduate.
Right.
So to them, I was like a dinosaur type. You know what I'm saying? So, she gave a speech about me, and then boom, called my name, graduated. I remember doing like a front flip down the aisle to get my diploma. And it was pretty cool, man. You know what I'm saying? And the great part about it, man, my mom being able to be there. My aunt who pretty much helped raise me, her being there. And then I my other mom at that time too, because my girl, her mom was in my life heavenly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because she knew what I was going through. You know what I'm saying? So if I ever needed something to eat, place to lay my head, she let me, which is probably how she got pregnant. But that's a different story. But she would let me spend a night, you know what I'm saying, buy me food, buy me clothes, you know what I'm saying? I remember how I graduated because she paid for me to be able to go to the tutor because it cost it was like $175 and they had to be paid right then and there.
They always hit you with that. Yeah, they got to be due by Friday.
Yeah.
And
so she wrote a check
Friday
and paid for it, man. So, she was like my third mom, you know what I'm saying? At that time. So she, her being able to be there, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't take that for granted because people, these small seeds that they plant into your life that grow, you know what I'm saying? You just only hope that, you allow it to get watered enough and enough sun to allow it to do what it do. Right. And they was able to do that for me. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to them, and it was good for them to be able to be there.
That's lit,
you know what I'm saying? So graduated from there, and then I went on. I was gonna try to go to St. Clair. It didn't go quite well. But I ended up just start working because I knew I needed to make more money because of my son. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I first got into the school system.
Oh, wow.
Got hired by DPS, and I was a paraprofessional at Kaiser. My very first job. You know what I'm saying? And they had me in the behavioral department. And it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it started. You know what I'm saying? Me working with kids. That's how that whole thing got going.
Right. So up to this point, what would you think would be one of your major influences, in hindsight, that kind of molded you into the person you are today, professionally?
Professionally, Marlon Shackelford.
Okay, let's talk about that. Shaq.
Crazy. Yeah. I met Shaq when I was little, right?
We all did.
Yeah, I used to be jealous because they wouldn't let me go. My other cousin Ronell and them was already rolling with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? He was palling them in his little bitty car, feeding them, taking them to perform and different stuff like that. And I wanted to go. And I couldn't go. But then I think when I hit 9 or 10, he was like, tell T to come on. And I'll never forget it. When he said, I can't
run it.
I was in Sunshine Court. I'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? That's where my grandma used to live. And boom, hopped in the car. And it seemed like ever since I hopped in that car, he's been there. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the reasons why I work with kids, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, because without him through high school, being there, saying the right things to me, I probably wouldn't have made it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was still making some stupid decisions, I want to say my good outweighed the bad.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's all that had really mattered, and that's what counted at that time. You know what I'm saying? So him, man, and then even him now, still putting me in positions. Yeah. The school I'm at now is because of him. Wow. I've been at Dayton Leadership Academy for 5 years. Yeah. And before that, he brought me in to mentor with him. So I was there as a mentor for the kids. And me and him was going every morning, mentoring the kids, doing a class, and then we would leave. And then one day, I had disappeared for a minute because I was working at PNC Mortgage. And it wasn't for me sitting at a desk, man. My belly started getting fat. So I said, man, I'm done with this. So I went back, told Shaq, man, I'm coming back. I need to get back to the kids and work. I miss working with the kids. And the very first day we went back, saw the principal. She's like, man, I miss you. I'm like, yeah, man. I said I had to go. I said I needed the money. And she's like, well, look, I might got a position here for you. So she's like, give me your email address. I gave her my email address. The next day, she sent me an email with the job description. And after that, it was all over. You know what I'm saying? I started working there and been there 5 years now. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? That was all because Shaq being at the right place at the right time. Man,
shout out to the legendary Shaq, man. You know what I'm saying? He has one of the most dopest interviews on record here, man.
Shout out to Shaq. Shaq, we still need to bring you back so you can
Shaq ED.
It was one question I didn't get a chance to ask Shaq. Remember he said he went to New York and somebody got shot right in front of him.
He said that.
Yeah.
They want to tell the best thing after they get off the podcast. They want to tell us.
No, he said it on the podcast, but I don't think we dug in enough. So
Shaq been through a lot.
I want to know about that man that got shot.
Smith, really?
So Shaq, you got to come back.
You got to come back to tell that story.
Come back. Yeah,
just 3-minute story. He got shot and he died.
Shaq
all right, thanks, Shaq, for the story.
Shaq like
that opened my eyes to be able to go do what I do.
So, so walk us through that first time working with Shaq, because you wanted to do it so bad, and he finally.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that my very time first working with him was when Shaq had the parks.
Okay.
When he had the parks and was doing the summer program. And the crazy part about it is, like, he gave me my own park and was like, you the supervisor at this park, and this is what I need done, and boo, 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 boo. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it, some of the kids who were at my camp that summer, awesome. Yellow Pain.
Yellow Pain.
Yellow Pain.
The
was
legendary Yellow Pain.
Yeah, he was at the park, him, his family, a couple other ball players, stuff like that. They were at my park. That I was working for the summer program, and that's how I met him years ago.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He was little at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him and the Kendrick family. You know what I'm saying? They're awesome people. You know what I'm saying? So it was just phenomenal, man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to be in that position working with him.
That Desiree Tim's little cousin, you know that?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's hard, yeah.
And so, and I knew her through Shaq.
Oh,
yeah, I've been knowing her for years.
man, Shaq is a high man.
Yeah.
Shaq's new name is Shaq 75. Man, he connect everywhere, dog.
Yeah,
That's
how
bars, man.
I met her through Shaq, and also through school back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Just in the neighborhoods and stuff like that. So she, another awesome person. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's how I got started, man, working with, and that's how he did that, and then got me in a couple other schools. We used to do the freshman club at Chaminade Julienne. We was at Dunbar. When I was at Dunbar doing it there, Daquan Cook was one of our first mentees there at Dunbar. So it's crazy.
So I also noticed that like during this time you start to venture off into little club outings like the Sky Lounge.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how it started. It started even before that.
Okay.
Licensed Sirens.
Siren era.
In Clayton.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
so
that's
is that where you met Jay Jones?
I knew Jay before that.
Okay.
What happened was Jay was like, man, I got an opportunity.
He said it there.
He was like, because at that time Jay was cooking food for Licensed Sirens.
Yeah.
And then they gave him an opportunity to kind of be a promoter, have his own night. And I never forget, it was a Saturday night. They gave him Saturday night. They was like, what can you do with it? So then he got with us. He was like, T, look, boom, got the DJ. Like, we all talking, we meeting. And I remember us having a meeting. At the end of the meeting, I was like, okay, oh, that sound good. I said, but what am I going to do? You didn't tell me nothing. You had me come to this meeting. Now you what I'm going to do. He's like, man, for real, man, I need you on the mic. I need you to hype the crowd up. He was like, you got the personality. I'm like, bet, let's do it. And that was the first time I grabbed a microphone as far as hosting gigs in that area. And I didn't have a name at that time. There was no Terry the Voice when we first started. So what happened was, we started doing it, we probably about our third Saturday in, we started to get a little crowd. And so they was like, y'all need to do a radio commercial. And so Jay's idea was, man, let's go do our commercial, but how about Terry, you do the commercial? Not 102.9 cut the commercial. You be the voice of the commercial. Because back then,
you be the voice of the
a lot of people wasn't doing their own commercials back then.
Yeah.
You got to think about this was like 14 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people wasn't going in the studio.
It'd be Party Man doing your
it'd be Party Man or somebody like that.
Sure.
And Jay was like, nah, I want Terry to do it. I go in, one take. Engineer said, go, boom. I'm Terry the Voice, man. Come catch that Licensed Sirens. We got Jay Jones cooking the food. We got DJ. We got ladies' night. It's ladies' night. Come on out, and just rolling with it. Boom, cut the commercial. The guy was looking at me like,
"You're a natural guy."
He was like, "That was good."
Yeah.
I'm like, "For real?" He said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Bet." So he started, mixing and blending, doing what he needed to do, and then so I go to the restroom, and while I'm in the restroom, the lady who was running 102.9 at the time comes into the room.
In the restroom?
No.
Wait a minute.
Into the studio room.
Illuminati. I know he's Illuminati, Terry.
I would have let her in. But so
respectfully,
she's hearing the commercial. So they're having this conversation while I'm in the restroom. Jay had to tell me about the conversation. So she's asking them, who's this guy on the radio? So Jay's like, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? He's hosting the party, and he cut the commercial. And the engineer was backing him up like, yeah, he awesome. You know what I'm saying? She was like, dang. She's like, he has a great voice. You know what I'm saying? And she like, so what's his name? And he was like, Terry. She was like, that's what's his, you know what I'm saying? He was like, that his name is Terry. That's it. She's like, man, his voice is phenomenal. So when she says that, I come walking in the door. And then Jay says, they go to voice behind the commercial right there.
Uh-huh.
And so the lady let me, she's like, oh, you have an awesome voice. I said, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you need a name. She was like, because you can actually really do something. And I was like, I don't know. Man, we got to think about it. She was like, boom. And she just kept saying it. She's saying voice. And then the engineer, he trying to say a couple things. And we trying to work it out. And then she said, I said, let me see what can rhyme with Terry. That's what I said. I said, what can rhyme with Terry? And as I said that, she was thinking of something. And she was like, man, your voice. And then Jay was like, Terry the voice.
Wow.
And we all looked at each other and was like, Terry the voice. Then that's how I started. You know what I'm saying?
That is legendary, bro. Shout out to the legendary Platinum Chef Jay
Platinum Chef
Jones.
Jay. That's my guy. I love that guy,
Book
man.
the chef, man. That is legendary.
And since then, for like 14, 15 years now, I've been Terry the voice ever since then.
Wow, man.
So
wow.
Just been rolling.
That's hard, man. So, I mean, then you started to get a little bit of notoriety about yourself.
Right.
But in 2009, are we going too far?
You can go wherever you want to go.
Somebody broke inside your house in 2009.
They did.
Yeah.
I was living on, where was I living at? I was living in Five Oaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was living in Five Oaks. House got broken into, took everything.
Literally.
Everything. Like, I came home. Nope, it wasn't Five Oaks. I was living on Grand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he was asking.
I was living on Grand,
ain't no wrong with
right by Grafton.
Yeah.
Apartment building.
Where Grafton Oaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She said he was asking for
what was I
Look at him,
Man, yeah. He made it seem like I was just in the trap.
He about to give me. Look.
Damn, bro.
That was kind of play, wasn't it? Terry, you was asking for
For
it.
the view, everybody in the view that's listening. Oh, well, wait a minute. Grand and Grafton?
Almost at Grand and Grafton.
So that's damn near Five Oaks, though, right?
Yeah, still it's almost Five Oaks, but really it's closer to Dayton View.
Yeah.
Grand and Grafton. Oh, no.
So if you take Grand and you right
Forest.
there, if you right there at Grand to Salem, cross Grand like you going towards Grafton, and literally the apartment was right here. You take one more step and Grafton could turn right.
That's like dead in the middle, borderline Five Oaks. Yeah, you was asking for it. You lived over
because if you get up to
Five Oaks and the view at the same time.
right there, so you don't know which way it came from.
Hell yeah,
So
bro.
look,
Smith was gonna take a point away.
I thought Smith was gonna be on my side.
I seen the
He
borderline
said,
and shit.
Smith said, "Nah, nigga, you was tripping. Why in the hell?"
Oh, shit.
Okay, this is what had happened was. This is the only reason why I had moved right there, right? What had happened was this, right?
Yeah.
So my first marriage had just ended.
Oh, wow.
You feel me? And yeah, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? So I had to move. You know what I'm saying? And then
It was bad.
that's what it was, bro. Like real talk. Like
starting over, basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you trying to
and
rebuild.
they took me for everything. I'm talking about I came home, TV, couch. And the crazy part, I don't think I really was mad about at that time was that my all my Dallas Cowboys stuff was gone. But I had some major stuff though. Like I had hats and stuff that was signed by the players.
It's like you got divorced twice.
Yeah. So I mean I had stuff I could sell
Right.
and make a lot of money off of.
Yeah.
Like I had a jersey hung up and it had Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin's signature was on it.
Oh.
I had man, I had some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But man, you know what, bro? Like, who in the fuck takes a couch though?
Right.
That's doing too much on the.
I'm gonna tell you,
side, bro.
I kind of knew who it was.
Inside job,
I just
man.
couldn't prove it. So, in that apartment building, so it was a lady who was running it, right? But her son stayed downstairs, right? I always thought he was fishy, little fishy in the first place. To this day, I know he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just can't prove it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But realistically, because to get in our building, you had to buzz in or you had to have a key.
Oh,
Right.
come on, man. Definitely inside
You know what I'm saying? So, and then don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, somebody prop the door open, which you're not supposed to do. But you know how we are.
Yeah. How they gonna know to come inside your apartment out of all the apartments in there?
And to
literally
take a damn couch.
literally,
I'm like, you need a
bruh,
moving truck.
It was like
and some
20
extra-
something apartments in this big old apartment.
You gotta
Right.
be comfortable as hell to go take a
Like
couch.
you got to know somebody's schedule to know like, oh yeah, he gone from 8 to 4. Like, come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be too scared. Like, like I ain't a criminal, but if I broke into somebody's house, max time I'll be in there is a couple minutes.
Right.
I'm going to go in and look for the hottest things that I can carry and go.
Yeah.
I'm not about to go in there and be like, let me size up this couch to see if it can fit out the door.
Yeah, you
I pulled up with a dolly.
man.
Bring all the equipment. Back the truck up. Beep, beep. Yeah, right there. That's cool enough right there. And just start carrying my stuff out, man. It was bad. You know what I'm saying?
man.
But yeah, that's dead, man. That was hard.
Yeah, man. So I mean, but I also saw that like first you did the affair, which is the Speakeasy in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
How was that event?
At that time,
yeah.
I wasn't nowhere near his experience, to be honest.
Right.
But it was fun. They loved me. You know what I'm saying? So being able to do platforms like that made it easier for me today.
Right.
Like legit, because you got to think about it. It's older people, younger people, black people, white people, people with money, people with no money. And to be able to keep all those different type of characters engaged, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so being able to do that, man, I think doing something that early in my career helped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, to kind of bring Shaq back in it, performing with Shaq, we was performing in front of 2,000, 3,000 people at a time sometimes. You know what I'm saying? As a kid. So it was nothing. Like, it's nothing for me to get on the stage and host.
Right.
I don't care how many people it is.
Right now, we can take you across the street.
It can be 5 people or it can be 5,000. And you're going to get the same Terry the voice. Because at the age of 12, 13, 14, I'm performing on a big platform. You know what I'm saying? And I know Shaq probably mentioned it when he was here, but the Sister Act movie.
Yes.
Right. That competition is real. We used to go and win every year.
Wow.
Damn, hold on. What is it, bro? Tell me.
It was in New York, and there's a competition where all these different groups come perform.
Right.
To win. BBI, Shaq's group from Dayton, we were winning.
Yeah.
And then it was the year we didn't get to go because one of our members got pregnant. And Shaq was big on that. You know what I'm saying? He was the type that I'm not going to put out something negative when we're trying to be positive.
Yeah.
And not saying that, you know, her having a baby is a negative thing in a sense like that. But in the world's eye, for a 17-year-old, 16-year-old girl to get pregnant is a negative thing.
Right.
So, especially at that time. So Shaq said we couldn't go. And the song we did like the year before or something like that, they picked the song and used it for the Sister Act movie.
What? Damn.
Shaq didn't get no copyrights for it or nothing because back then we wasn't getting stuff copywritten.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just was doing it. We was just doing music, having fun. And they did the song and won. First place. Now, obviously, the actual contest wasn't the way the contest really went. That was for the movie. But that group actually got to do it in the movie because they really did win. Right. So they actually put them in the movie doing it.
Because they won off of y'all song.
Because they won, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, a legendary quote by my man. He says, in August 19th, 2009, you posted, you know how it says, how is Terry feeling? He said, it's glad that God has allowed me to eliminate people out of my life that doesn't need to be there. It's funny how people really dig themselves in deeper holes than they already are, that they're already in. Thank God for advancement. What were you saying during that time?
I was going through a situation, and I'm not gonna say exactly what it is because I don't like to put people on blast. So if I have already spoke to that person, then I wouldn't say it out loud. So since I haven't had the conversation with that person to make sure it's okay, I'm gonna just say I was going through something, had a situation, and when the situation was when it was like really on fire. A lot of the information started coming back to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting the real of what's going on. Like this person dogging me, this person talking about and y'all they was doing it as a group, and it was church people.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's what hurt the most because to me, like I'm feeling like y'all are the people that if something was to go wrong or I'm going through something, y'all the ones that's gonna grab me, pick me up, and we gonna roll. But they was the ones that was stabbing me in the back. You know what I'm saying? But God allowed me to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw it coming before it really happened. So I had already started taking some steps back, man. And then when it happened, it just, because I'm a genuine person, I like to believe the best in everybody. So I'm like, nah, they would never do me like that. You know what I'm saying? Then when it happened, man, it just, to be able to see the ugly side of people, you know what I'm saying? But God just eliminated them out of my life. He paved a way for me to go another direction. You know what I'm saying? and it's still love. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at life. You know what I'm saying? You can cross me over. I just know not to deal with you on that level no more.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I gotta bash you or not ever speak to you. I just know not to deal with you in that manner no more.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If my circle is right here, you just can't get in. You know what I'm saying? And then the older we get, our circles just get smaller because wisdom teaches you different.
Yep.
So.
Absolutely, man. So speaking of, you know what I'm saying, like your circle, your B-Day party at the A-list.
Me.
Hey man,
Shout out
Legendary
me.
Meats, man.
I just
hey
went
man,
to
that's my
111
guy,
today.
man. Man, we had some good times back then, man. I done had some phenomenal birthdays, to be completely honest. Like, and it didn't be nothing major, like not a lot of money spent or nothing like that. Just like my last birthday I spent, it wasn't a lot of people there. It was just enough. Like, one of the things I did was me and my cousin, all the fellas, just the fellas, we went to Cincinnati and ate at a taco spot. My brother on my dad's side came from Columbus. He came, and I sitting there made me realize again and think about it. Like it's like 7, 8 of us here. We having a good time. These are the people that were supposed to be there.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they were supposed to be there. And if you wasn't there, you just wasn't there. And not saying that you ain't family or I ain't got love for you. You just wasn't supposed to be there.
Exactly.
That reminds me exactly of Smith's birthday party.
Exactly. I said the same thing.
Yep. Identical.
Yeah.
Identical.
Yeah, you just wasn't supposed. It wasn't for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no love law. That was just not for you because of the type of fellowship we had, the laughs and everything. Like if you wasn't there, us explaining to you ain't gonna do the justice.
Like, man, I don't feel like it was all that.
Man.
And sometimes, man, a close gathering like that with people that's just cool, it's cool.
Yeah, it was love.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be just enough, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm talking about from the car ride up there, from the car ride while we were there and the car ride back. It was just so much laughter and love and just
right.
And it, you know how you could be kicking with people and almost feel like something about to go wrong or feel like some hating going on. Yeah. None of that. It's just love. Yeah. But like A-list, man, back in those days, man, we were just having a ball. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, that's when, you know, a lot of, you know, the who's was coming out. Because at that time, you was either going to first Fridays or final Fridays. Yep. You know what I'm saying? At that time. It's because my birthday at the end of the month, I always had to do final Fridays or something of that nature. And all the who's would be there. But it seemed like for some reason, like it felt like the night was mine. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like yeah, it's my birthday, but everybody else like allowed it to be my night. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People who don't normally show love, like, hey man, happy birthday, bro. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like just real stuff like that. Yeah.
So but what I find is so dope is during this time or whatever, like you still doing other things like within the church. Like you had said, pray for a brother. I have to do my very first solo at church.
Yeah, I do mime dance, right? I actually still do it to this day.
You do what?
Mime dance.
Mime?
That's when you paint your whole face?
You paint your face, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, get out of here, man.
Yeah, you can pull some up.
Man, you're a comedian too, so you ain't gonna pull my leg like that.
For real.
Off,
Dead serious, man. Like, you can pull me up, like, for real.
Where'd you learn how to do it?
Honestly, man, I was going to a church called Potter's House at that time. And.
Like, mom, like.
Yeah, like.
Come on, man. Do a couple of them real quick.
We're gonna watch a video. We're gonna watch a video. And I honestly only went because a friend of mine was digging this girl. He didn't catch.
A friend of mine.
A friend of mine.
A friend of mine was digging this chick, and she was on the mime team. And so he was like, "Man, I'm going to the practice. I'm going." And I'm like, "I'll go with you. Come on, forget it." And the very first practice, we didn't dance or nothing. But what got me engaged was the lady who was over it at the time, what she was saying. You know, she was explaining what mime is. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to interpret the song. So when you mime, like, it's not about words because you're not saying words. It's about you're showing them the feeling through the song and movement. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that's crazy. And then, like, even in the Bible, realistically, it doesn't talk about miming because, not saying it's not a real thing, but it's not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, singing is in the Bible. Right. You know what I'm saying? Miming is not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But she was using certain scriptures to let us really know, like, this is something given by God. Because back then, there was people who couldn't talk. Right. You know what I'm saying? And to not be able to talk, but still be able to show God the love. you know what I'm saying, was amazing. So the way you look at mine is, I'm going to show you how much I love God without telling you.
That's kind of hard.
You know what I'm saying? And when she said that, I was sold.
Yeah.
I'm like, when practice?
You want to worry about the girls in there?
Nah, I gave them up, buddy. I didn't care. I was tuned in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she said something that really hit the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never looked at it like that. And so I just started mine, and I've been doing it and never stopped.
That is legendary. Man. That's and we definitely gonna watch some of that footage of you hitting it.
Hey man, I got something. I got you.
So another thing that I'm literally researching you, and I'm like, ain't no way. Like you went to Zumba.
Oh yeah.
What was Zumba like?
Me and Shaq used to go to Zumba together. Golly, why can't her name come out of my mouth? Kamala Douglas. She had a little spot up here, and Shaq was going because Shaq was in the midst of his working out. Shaq kind of knew her anyway because of her husband at that time, and so he already knew him. So Shaq was going to the gym, and she told Shaq, man, look, I know you working out, I know you walking, you doing your thing. You gotta come to Zumba. It will help you shed some of that weight. And he was like, man, go on. She was like, Shaq, you already like to dance, come on. So Shaq went, having a good time, feeling it. And then once again, it's funny, man. God is crazy. God is funny. And Shaq like, hey, T, it be some women there.
Look, that's all it takes. Look.
I'm like, I'm there. And so I go and I have a ball. To the point, watch this. About like a month in, I'm helping Kamala teach the class.
Wow.
Like there's footage on her YouTube of me and her teaching the class, doing Zumba.
That is
because I just fell in love with it. Like, man, what the heck? I'm like, shoot, let's get it then. And then, it was love.
So, you had the mansion party that year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's when
the mansion party though.
Mansion party was phenomenal. Daquan Cook was involved in that. At that time, Daquan Cook,
man,
that's my guy.
come
I think
through,
he was
bro.
at.
We gotta do another show,
Yeah,
Pooh.
man, what you doing, bro?
Man, stop hiding. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him out. He's hiding. We were supposed to play spades the other day. Yeah. Him and Dealer got scared. Yeah. Him and Dealer. I'm saying it. Y'all was supposed to play spades, and y'all didn't even hit us back. Daquan hit us back the next day talking about, it didn't look like we was going to play. Yeah, you're right, because you didn't hit us back, Daquan.
And Pooh, another thing. Listen to this, bro. The Lakers is 3-2. Brooklyn
2-3.
2-3, and Brooklyn is damn near what? 2-2.
They're the same. They're about 2-2 or 2-3.
Yeah. They might be the same thing.
Yeah.
Pooh, you told us that they both could win the championship, bro. What's going on, bro?
Oh yeah.
We can talk basketball, but I hear it.
We getting smoked. We getting smoked like blunts around here, bro. Hey, speaking of blunts, go to Sheikhs for breakfast.
What? What a wild turn, bro.
Go to Agnes.
What he's saying is you're gonna be hungry.
Listen, right? When you get the munchies, when you wake and bake. You can get the munchies,
God.
man. Go to Sheikhs for breakfast. Go to Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. Go to attorney Michael Wright if you ever get injured in an accident. 937-222-7477. When you're ready to unwind and get a little loose off that juice, that peach, pleasure, passion peach.
Yeah.
Kiara wine, have you feeling fine? Hit her from behind and then kick her out the door. Get the Kiara wine. All right. And then last but not least, man, theshoparea.com, theshoparea.com. If you need to buy anything at all, man, go to theshoparea.com. They like the baby Amazon. Check with them first, see if they got it from the store to your door, and forward delivery is always free. It's always free, man. 4-day delivery free, man, at theshoparea.com. We in Camera King Studios and inside of T-Shirt Kings. T-ShirtKings247.com. Go for your mouth, the #1 gold teeth designers in the world. And I already said Camera Kings, but Dash Resource, man. Sell stocks, not dope. Every day right here on this channel.
Every day.
Man, we teach you how to
make money, get that bag real easy, baby.
Get that bag real easy, man. Me and Peanut about to buy some good old crypto today, man. We seen some shit that went up 2,000%. It's called what was it, bro?
It's the Squid Game token.
The Squid Game token.
I'm getting in on it too.
That shit went crazy, man. So buy Squid Game token. If it fucks up, this is not financial advice
at all.
And then
VChain,
right, man. Get you some crypto, bro. You'll have a big old bag later on, man. And then without further ado, My brother from another mother,
Man.
Peanut Dash is back.
Let's get
to
into
you.
it,
sir.
man. You posted about a funny thing that happened in viral TV history. I didn't get a chance to see it. You said there were two old men fighting on the news. What happened?
I'm trying to see when that was.
2011.
Peanut done brought
I'm
up.
trying to think what it was.
He done brought up one of them one memories.
Man,
You
listen,
like,
I'm trying to think what it was.
He had posted on the timeline said two men fighting on the news, and everybody was like, "Yeah, I just saw it too."
I'm picturing it. I'm trying to think exactly who. Of course, I didn't know them,
Right.
but they were, and it wasn't dating though. It was I can't remember. I saw it, and it was on, and you could click on the news channel.
Yeah.
And I clicked on it, and it was real. You know, a lot of stuff be fake. But it was real, and these two old men were actually duking it out, like on some like slow motion, like it was crazy. So I shared it, and everybody was like, "Man, I saw it. It was crazy." And it was nothing but we couldn't do nothing but laugh, man.
So you also had like a health scare during this year, like you lost vision in your left eye.
Yeah.
How the hell that happened?
What came to find out what happened was my blood pressure got so high. My blood pressure got so high I lost
That's
vision.
important, bro. Like black men need to really take that way more serious.
The crazy part, man, I done had a couple like scares. That's the crazy part about
Give me
it.
an example.
Like that was the first one I ever had. That it got bad. You know what I'm saying? And then like my blood pressure
How long is your vision now? Before you get to the other one.
probably about 5-6 hours, something like that.
Wow, but man, that's still scary.
Yeah.
Like,
So like, what happened was I was trying to tough it out, trying to be tough, like I'm cool.
You know what?
Because when my blood pressure got so high, I started getting a real bad headache. And that's what they said kind of made it do it. You know what I'm saying? That was the trigger. Like my headache became so bad from my blood pressure, it just made my vision go out. You know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't really nothing they can do. It just came back by itself. It wasn't, they was like, they just had to wait till my blood pressure go down, let the headaches, go down, and then my vision came back.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of crazy. Another incident I had, I was at, the crazy part, it was been twice that I was at church. One time when I was at Potter's house, and I'm on the side, because we used to get into it when the pastor was up there preaching. We used to, you know what I'm saying? And he in mid preach, and I'm just, let's go, pastor, let's go. And I think he started singing, and then we started rolling with him, and the next thing you know, I just fainted, just fell out.
So do you have any account for that time lapse between there, or it was like
That one was a quick one. Like I fainted, and I think I was out maybe max like 2 minutes, something like that. I could tell it
2
wasn't
minutes is a
long,
long time.
but it was just like boom, and then I can hear them though. But it was like I couldn't move. Like I could hear everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of spooky. They got me. They carried me to the back to like the nursery or whatever the case may be. My blood pressure was pretty high again.
Do you remember like the number?
That time, nah.
Yeah.
But it was high.
Yeah.
And then they was just like, they took me to the hospital.
Yeah, it had to be serious.
They took me, and a couple hours later I was fine. You know what I'm saying? Then another one happened, which was more recent, last year. It had to be in either late January or early February, one of the two. I want to say late January or like literally the very first weekend in February. At church, I was my pastor. I'm my pastor's armor bearer, so he's sits here. I'm sitting behind him, and so he's up.
Mike Peanut.
So he up there doing what he do, and he not preaching yet. He getting to that point.
Hit your mic, Terry.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah, check. You good?
Good. All right, bet. So he's up there. You know what I'm saying? And he, Bishop Lyons, before he preaches, he always, he in the last song. You know what I'm saying, with the praise team, and I was feeling fine, like real talk, like no issues, and I'm up. The Lord. Then all of a sudden, I start feeling my chest start tightening up. So you can, because our services are recorded, so you can. So I was able to end up going back and watching
what happened.
But so you can just see me kind of crunch over like this, and I was on my way to sit down, and then right before I got to the chair, you can just see me slump over.
Oh God.
And then I was out, bro. The lady came, checked me. A nurse to go to our church. And you can see her kind of tell the pastor, like, you know, he ain't breathing. So I counted the time like a weirdo, and yeah, I had no heart, I had no heartbeat or nothing, man, for like 6 minutes and some change.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, so I was cold turkey.
How did it feel watching the video afterward? Consider, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna
Because
lie. It most definitely brought tears. You know what I'm saying? Because hearing everybody else say it, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting inbox after inbox, call after call, text after text. You know what I'm saying? Because people saw it. Either they was at church or they saw it on Facebook because our services were streamed or whatever the case may be, but they saw it. So people hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And then so a couple of days later, I finally manned up enough to muster up enough to watch it. And watching it, like hearing everybody talk about it didn't do no justice. Then seeing it was a total different animal. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got, you know, you seeing everybody who care, they right there, and, you know, and it was, my wife was there, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, seeing her and then, you know, seeing other people, man, it was hard to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the tears in their eyes, you see their facial expressions, and you can't hear them per se. You know what I'm saying? You can just tell. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it was my pastor, he didn't let the praise team stop singing at one point. Like, he was like, no, keep singing. Like, you know, and then just worship. We got to get him through this. And they just kept worshiping, man, and kept singing. And then it was, when you say it, it sounds like a movie, like it was unreal. So as soon as the ambulance got there, and you can tell when they came through the door because the light came through. Literally, it was like some old Undertaker. Like, I'm laying there. As soon as the light came in, I just set up. And I didn't know what happened. Like, you can see me still singing. So when I come to, I was singing a song because I didn't know what happened. So I was confused why everybody was on me. My shirt was all unbuttoned. I'm like, what the heck is, you know what I'm saying? What's going on here? Because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And then only reason why I knew because everybody told me. Like,
So
you know, you just
it
passed
was just
out.
pretty much during that period of time, it was just a loss of time.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Man, have you guys ever, when we was kids, bro, we used to play this game where we would bend over, you would take like 10 breaths in, like,
right.
Yeah.
And then
Hyperventilate on purpose?
hold your breath in, and
then
then we'll push on your chest,
And it make you pass out.
and then it make you pass out.
Right.
Well, we used to do this stupid shit all the time.
All the
bro.
time.
I don't know what the hell we was
I went to
doing
a science magnet school. We knew not to do that.
But when you wake up, it's just like you just like coming back to life.
But the
man,
crazy
you
part
know?
about it, doing that, and
Is that how it was for you?
it was pretty much like that because, and I did that stupid thing too when I was younger.
Yeah.
And we used to time each other too, like how long each other was out.
Yeah.
Like, it was dumb. Like, but I think back then, like the most somebody was out max was like 30 seconds.
At the most.
Yeah.
And you probably ain't out that long.
Yeah, you
about
was-
like
whoa.
6, 7 seconds.
Yeah, you ain't
It's coming
yeah,
out.
like you literally just on
You
some,
did it before, Peter?
No, man.
then
I went to science magnet school. I knew not to do that.
Man,
My mama,
bro.
look, the first time I want to call me doing that, she would have whooped my ass till I died for real.
Man, bro, we used to do it.
We was done.
regular.
Yeah,
on a
regularly.
And
Like-
it was so, man, one time I did it, bro. Look, I fell out. Look, I fell, hit my head on the doorknob, then I was having convulsions and shit.
Well, see, we were smarter than y'all.
Shaking,
we
bro.
would do it
I
like
knew Smith was a clone. He keep proving he a clone, bro. That's when they swapped him out.
real
That's when they
shit.
swapped him
Me,
out.
my brother Michael Clemens, and my brother Dub, man, we did this shit damn near every day. I don't know what was wrong.
see, we didn't do it every day.
He woke up. He woke up.
that life.
He woke up with a dream like Martin Luther King's goatee.
And my brother LB, bro.
Shout out to LB.
Man, my brother, man, for him to be such a real polished person, bro, he was doing some bad shit with us at that point. Yeah, for sure.
Man, see, man, don't hang with them kids from Park Patterson, man.
Yeah, man, it was kind of cool.
Man, bro, but
We'll
to
do
me,
it tonight.
Yeah.
That shit ain't nothing.
Yeah, all right, wait till I leave.
Wait, we ain't doing that tonight. A 3-man team in here doing that. I'm calling the cops on all 3 of us. You do that, Smith.
Like, we doing some stupid shit right now because y'all get down here.
Right. So that is a legendary story to begin with. I know we joking about that, but that's not funny. Kids at home do not practice that without Smith present.
Hell, don't do that, bro. That's bad.
Yeah, don't do it.
Smith got to beat her.
So you had a business meeting in Seattle that same year.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that go? And what's the difference between like Ohio and Seattle? Like the glaring differences.
Seattle, man. To be honest, I know people like a lot of people pick like, you know, if I want to move to like California and move like that. Seattle will be a place I could live. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I saw like I'm gonna tell like. I can tell nobody else.
Edit.
We got that shit.
We ain't gonna tell nobody else but us and all the viewers
that's
watching. Ain't nobody else gonna know about it. But yeah, man. So Seattle was cool. Went there with Shaq.
With Shaq, man.
Yeah, we went to Seattle, man. You know, and because me and him were used to be involved with PAL. That was here, the Police Athletic League.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we were mentoring and doing stuff like that. So they had sent us there to meet with some people and do some training so we can come back to Dayton. You know what I'm saying? And can keep it going. So that's what we went there for. And it was just cool, man, to meet some people, you know, even they didn't have the same skin color as us, but had the same mindset and vision as us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you could tell the fake, you know what I'm saying, when it's
like a liberal town, kind of.
No, I'm gonna keep it 100. You can tell when it's a white person doing something for some black kids, and they're doing it almost to be like, let me help the poor little black kids.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference from somebody like, you know what I'm saying, they genuinely care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we were around some people who genuinely cared. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it over here, but
What's wrong with you, man?
I want you to choke on it.
I want you to accidentally, you know, swallow your cap from the water. That's
what you did?
Yeah. Nah.
You tried to drink out of a bottle.
The top was still on.
So we're just gonna keep it over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Once again, don't do this at home unless I'm around.
That's a legendary theft. He stole my house. Go ahead. So like Seattle was kind of more the vibe that like you kind of.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest, we got to meet people that was doing what we were doing, but they had the money to do it. Mm-hmm. Like we're doing it, and we're hoping to get grants and stuff like that,
donations.
Yeah,
like that.
So we can keep on going. These are billionaires that have the same vision and want to do the same work, and they were just in the right position to pay people to come in to do the training. So we got to go there for a free training. Free trip. We didn't pay for nothing. We didn't pay for our flights. We didn't pay for our hotel. We didn't pay for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't pay for food.
Right.
Literally, we paid nothing because they took care of everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. So it was nice to be able to meet, man, and get with those people, man, because the vision was the same.
So with legendary quote, like you said before, and everybody's on there laughing, you said, I'm surrounded by cops right now. The good part is I'm not in trouble.
I'm trying to think when that one was. Oh, yeah, from the PAL.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. Like, legit.
Because I didn't understand it. I'm like, man, somebody gonna tell me an inside joke here?
So the crazy part is this. Like, with the PAL, so you got police officers there because they got to go through the training, too. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not really mentoring like we're mentoring, but because of the Police Athletic League, they have to be there as well, do what they can do for the kids. So they had to come to the training, too. So imagine being at the convention center, and it's 5,000 people there.
Okay.
And of those 5,000 people, 4,000 of them are police officers.
Whoa. First thing I'm gonna do is check my pocket, make sure I got no weed in it. Man, did I leave that in the car?
I mean, they walk around, and most of them still had their uniform on.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have a uniform on, they had they black and white, gray and white on with their badge showing.
Oh, you can tell by the haircut always.
Yeah, the haircut, and they ain't got none of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so it was just, you know, it was odd, but a great experience at the same time.
Word, man. So you were a finalist on the Dayton CW Star.
Yeah, I auditioned for that. That was probably one of my worst mistakes ever in life. It was all politics. You know what I'm saying? But I did it just to kind of see what could happen. And
what kind of bad taste did it put in your mouth?
It still showed me that it doesn't matter how talented you are. If you ain't got the look, they ain't picking you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say it, I'm probably gonna lose a couple fans, and that's fine. I'm gonna get treated like Dave Chappelle. But if you not flamboyant, if you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got that as a male, they want you slim. They you got to be overly handsome, or you got to be gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If not, you're not getting on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what their station was about at that time. You know what I'm saying? And as a black male, you know, with some urban in him, you know what I'm saying? Because I can still talk with the best and dress with the best, but I don't look like them. You know what I'm saying? And it was just it didn't work in my favor. Only reason why I was a finalist is because the way they did it was you had to upload your video, and your friends and family had to like it. So the more likes you got, put you in better positions.
Right.
So I was only a finalist because the city of Dayton supported me.
People got you there.
You know what I'm saying? Because they voted. Then once I got to that next point, that next phase, I was booted right out because now I'm in person and face to face with the producers and stuff.
Wow.
And yeah. It was over.
So did that ever discourage you from you ever going to like the next level of?
Nah, it just, once again, just let me know that ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? We still stuck in the time where, it's either you got to have the money, you got to know somebody, or you got to have exactly what they want. You know what I'm saying? It's not about talent. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been knew that. It was just, it was hard for me because I actually experienced it, even though I already knew kind of what was going on.
So you spoke about it's November 9th, 2012. You said getting on the plane after you represented the city and you killed the stage. You headed back to the city. Where was this at?
I'm trying to think where I go that time.
2012. You killed the stage.
Oh, that had to been Vegas.
Okay.
Yep, had to been Vegas. I'm pretty sure it was Vegas.
Or we talk about the Vegas trip. So, like, what was that show like for you, like, to go do Vegas?
It was awesome. I was doing comedy at one of the clubs there. It had to be I forget the name of the club, but I opened up for Eddie Griffin.
Okay.
And it was pretty cool. Killed it. Crowd loved it. You know what I'm saying? Like, on another level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in my bag.
Right,
you feel me? Like, I was in my bag nonstop. And like, when I do comedy, I don't write. So I don't like write jokes and be like, oh, I'm going to kill this one. I'm going to kill this one right here. Which could probably also hurt me at the same time. I just go with the flow. I get there and I scan the crowd, see what I'm working with. You know what I'm saying? Think of a couple funny things that done happened and I'm rolling.
So have you ever bombed before?
I wouldn't say I bombed. I don't think I've ever bombed. I think sometimes I didn't perform to my ability. Right. Yeah. But not bomb. Bomb to me is like you don't get no laughs or they boo you. That's never happened.
Yeah, because I think Dave Chappelle said there's two types of comedians. One that's never bombed and one that's just waiting for the bomb. Like it's going to happen eventually. I'm not wishing for you, brother.
No.
Bro, when you up there performing, right? Yeah. And you got a sea of people, a nice crowd, right? Like, how do you feel? Like, do you see the crowd? Or are you just in your zone and just well, you don't write jokes, so the whole comedy sketch that you're doing
it's off
is
top
a
of my
freestyle?
head. Yeah. I'm just rolling.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Too.
So for me, because I've been in front of big crowds and stuff, so when I hit the stage, and don't get me wrong, I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
Like, don't get that mistaken. Like, I'd be nervous. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm more nervous of me messing up instead of being nervous of performing which is a difference. Like, you got people who are nervous to perform.
Yeah, like a spotlight to kill them more than...
I'm nervous because I don't want to mess up. Like, I'm nervous because I don't want to, like, not do what Terry the Voice do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm nervous from. And so when I get up there, man, honestly, this is my go-to. Especially if I'm in the city that they don't know me or none of that nature. One of my first go-tos is I either talk about women, you know what I'm saying, in a sense of like them being needy or something in that nature, or I'll see a woman like, girl, oh, you used to Diddy, I see it in you, and I just pick somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I normally do is I'm already looking at the crowd before I get up there.
Right.
So I'm seeing somebody who's already having fun.
Right. Okay.
I'm getting you because you're going to enjoy me saying something about you.
Right.
Where if I say something to this person, they might get attitude. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm already engaging who I'm going to say something to. And then the other one go to is, especially when you ain't in your own city, you talk about their city.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize most people are going to laugh when you talk about the city they live in because they know their city fucked up.
Yeah, everybody know their city messed up.
You know what I'm saying? So you pick something. Like if a comedian came here right now and hit the stage like, man, hey, man, y'all jumping. Man, but them potholes
Yeah.
on Gettysburg,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everybody gonna be like, nigga, you right.
Yeah.
And they can
He
relate.
got me already.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was like, yeah, y'all owe me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can do something that's simple that make the crowd comfortable.
Yeah.
Is how you start. Then
Yeah.
from there, I'm gonna have fun.
And you damn near become one of them.
Yeah.
You know
You become
what I'm
one of
saying?
them.
When you're talking about they city.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
Or
hates
you do
their
the
city.
opposite and you point out something great about their city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like guaranteed, being 100. If I'm in LA,
Yeah.
of course, I'm talking about the Lakers.
The Lakers for sure.
Yeah.
That's a given. I'm
Right.
starting with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Even if I'm talking bad about them, I'm starting with the
Yeah,
Lakers
for sure.
because you got their attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you start with, hey, y'all ready for another ring? They automatically know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Ring me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Or you dog them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen, hey, look, I know I ain't too young, but y'all team old as hell. Let's start with that. You know what I'm saying? And automatically they like,
Right.
nigga, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? And you just go. You know what I'm saying? And when you home, you already know. You know what I'm saying? When you home, it's all love. And then you got to pay attention because I've done comedy gospel shows and I've done hood where when you leaving up out of there, you're going to smell like weed and you better get straight to your car because they're going to start shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've done in that margin of shows. So,
Speaking of home shows, I mean, you done shows with the bro Chris Wiley.
yes, my guy. Yeah.
Man. So, like, how was therapy night like for those people out there who've never seen it or ever experienced it?
I'm going to be honest, man. Like, Dayton, we got some of the best talent no matter where you go.
Yeah,
I don't
do.
care how big the city is, right? And when we had these shows, man, some of these people that hit the stage,
Yeah.
and I've been other places and seen people perform, and I'd be like, how in the hell did you get, why are you performing?
Yeah.
Like, how did they pick you? You
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
And people, I know some people who would kill them. And then I've been places where I have some people who are real nice. And I got some people here that are just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they got clout and they got 1.5 million views on their stuff and living in another city where somebody here who sound just as good, they barely getting 500 views on the video they post.
Right.
And that's the difference between being in Dayton and living somewhere else. And no shade on my home city, but that's just what reality is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like legit, if I was to move right now and move to
Yeah. Anywhere.
anywhere,
Pick out of a hat.
I can move to Cleveland.
Yeah.
If I move to Cleveland, you give me 1 year in Cleveland, I guarantee you I will have more of a following in Cleveland than I do here.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Because it's just a different, like people, they respect talent.
Yeah.
I don't think Dayton respects talent.
Because
They don't.
Everybody got a
I don't
talent
think
and- I'll tell you why, because everybody got their own talent, and they feel that your talent is outshining their talent, and they feel like I can't celebrate your talent because you're not celebrating my talent. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
But,
But
or I don't want to put you up here because then I'm down here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying?
It is, but me and Smet are capitalists. Because we in here celebrating all the legends, right? Because that is the lane that is wide open, right?
Absolutely.
So that's why we started this. Honestly, it's to celebrate our legends. Because if we don't do it,
Who will?
nobody else will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a couple of people you work with. You already named Jay Jones. You got Chris Wiley. Let's talk about the Band-Aid.
Okay. Yeah. Phenomenal event. Honestly, that's one of the events I don't think get enough attention.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Love Locks.
Yeah. Because listen to what they're saying.
J-Vid.
The Band-Aid, the Band-Aid is to heal whatever you're going through with music.
Yes.
So the band is going to cover up whatever wound you have.
That's a bar.
You see what I'm saying?
Triple
And,
bar.
and the way they're doing it is saying, yeah, we had tornadoes. Yeah, we had the shooting in Oregon. Yeah, there's still violence. Yeah, there's still, racism. Let's cover that up with music and love. You know what I'm saying? And when he gave me that concept, I said, man, I'm on board. You know what I'm saying? I'm on let's roll.
Right.
Give me the date and I'm clearing the schedule. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Because, I just love what they're doing.
For sure, man. So you also got The Pulse, which is your show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what was your favorite guest or your favorite episode? Like you had to send one of our viewers there, just one of them, because the rest of them got to stay. If you can send one voter to your what episode would you suggest for them to watch and why?
It's two.
Okay.
One.
So watch half of one episode and watch.
Actually, I'm gonna say it like this because they in their own different categories,
Okay.
right? They in their own different categories. My interview I did last year with Pastor Steve Saucer, right? I picked that one because what he stands for and what he talked about. His book was The Fatherless Son, and that's what we talked about on the show. And that's one of my favorite because I'm big on mentoring. I'm big on, reaching that hand and grabbing somebody else. And that's what his book is about. His book is about, a fatherless son. Right. You know what I'm saying? Getting the help from the moms in the community to be who you are, even though your father wasn't there. Right. And I know too many kids like that. Yeah. So that's one of my favorite shows, only because also Steve was also in Shiekhs group. Wow. So it was phenomenal to be able to sit and talk to somebody who you pretty basically grew up with. That's in its own type of category. Yeah. I did a show, which I'm about to do some more of that same topic, loss of a loved one. Wow. To be able to talk to somebody and for them to be able to open up genuinely about losing someone is major. You know what I'm saying? So that's in a different category of itself. And then another one that I'm gonna pick that to me, because it's who the Pulse Talk Show is. Anytime any of our episodes that's right around Thanksgiving or Christmas, because it's about giving back. Every year when I do my show, we feed families. We give out turkey baskets. Christmas time, we giving out toys for the kids, just making sure families got what they need for the holidays. And those are the shows I love the most. Right. It allows me, it makes me work at a different level. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, because it's a difference between interviewing somebody and it's about the laughter and the fun and the greatness they achieved, and then interviewing somebody who feels like they almost ain't got nothing to be thankful for. Right, exactly. And then you're able to be a blessing to them, like, you know what I'm saying, and seeing the smiles on their face, and that means more than somebody writing me a check and say, here you go, thanks for doing what you're doing. Right. Seeing those smiles on those people's faces, because still to this day I can go somewhere and somebody be like, I'll never forget you brought kids to get toys to my kids for Christmas, and you was dressed up as Santa, and you brought your talk show and y'all fed us, and you know what I'm saying. That's what does it for me. Word, yeah.
So I mean, you spoke on one of your favorite episodes is like people losing people, and I mean, I found that during your story. I didn't really want to touch on it as much, but I mean, I was called to do it after you said that. I mean, like, you've experienced a lot of loss. Oh, yeah. I mean, your nephew? Yeah. Darrell? Yeah. So, it started. Darrell actually wasn't really related to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was somebody who I didn't even know who looked up to me. And so what happened was one day, I forget where I was, and I was speaking somewhere. Yeah, I was speaking somewhere, and he was there. Mm-hmm. And then, so, always at the end, people ask questions, woo, woo, and he stood up, and he was like, well, I don't have a question. I want to say something. Mm-hmm. He was like, to be honest, he was like, man, you saved my life. He said, because I've always looked up to you, and as long as I knew if I kept trying to be like you, then I was good. Mm-hmm. He was like, every time I see you, you always show me love. You used to help me play basketball. You used to help me do this. He said, you never asked me for anything. It was just, you was just doing it. Mm-hmm. He said, so when I start seeing you doing a lot of positive things, he said, I just start trying to mimic my life after you. Wow. He said, so I owe my life to you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dang. Right. And then years later, he died. You know what I'm saying? So, they're pretty brutal as well.
Yeah. And that's the crazy part. And me and my cousin Ronell, we talked about this one time before. It's not that so much that we have had so many deaths in our family, because they were violent deaths. Yeah. So that was a thing. Like, first, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we go backwards, before him, my cousin Timmy, who's like me, him like the same age, he got shot on Lexington. Really got shot only because he broke up a fight. Like, ridiculous thing in the world. Mm-hmm. So he got shot, and he died. Then after him, I want to say it probably was Keenan, Mike's youngest brother. Mm-hmm. So then, before him. It was Keenan then Mike. Yeah, no, even before that, their father got murdered in Parkside. Mm-hmm. And then after him, then it was Keenan. You know what I'm saying? And Mike pretty much witnessed that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then after him, my cousin Doug, Doug Spears, shouts out to him. His dad got murdered on Germantown. Then after him, it was Mike. Then after Mike, it was their cousin, Cavante. He got shot right there on Gettysburg. After Cavante, it was, who was after Cavante? After Cavante, it was my cousin George. So it's been crazy.
Man.
All violent, all murders. And I want to say 1, 2, 3. All of them end up getting shot in the head. At some point, all of them end up getting shot in the head. And then after that last one, then it was my we call him Booty, my cousin Booty, but Clarence Brown. He got shot right there on Germantown at the corner store.
Man, bro.
So it's just been back, and it would have seemed like it was like every year or every other year, back to back to back. And it was just nonstop. Then you got to think about the in-between deaths we had of, people dying of cancer or dying of this. So our family was getting hit literally every year. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just hard. You know what I'm saying? And then seeing, and these are all people who at a point in their life either looked up to me or I looked up to them. Like my cousin Doug's dad, I've always looked up to him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember being little, we shared the same birthday. He used to drive to the house, pick me up in his car, and we just go riding, just me and him for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that meant a lot to me. For one, my dad wasn't there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like the cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He probably had a drop top or something like that.
I got a question for you, bro. So when you're experiencing so much death around you like that, and people are being murdered, like, bro, how does it make you view life? Okay. And then secondly, I mean, you are into church. What do you think that the Most High wants from people, bro? Is death a punishment?
I'm going to be honest. And the crazy part is this. Most of those people who died, I preached their funeral. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because, which most people don't know, because I'm a licensed minister. So, to preach those funerals of my family members, even some friends, that's hard in itself. But ultimately, like, I don't think death is a punishment per se, because it's already set in stone that that's what's going to happen. We all got to leave this earth sometime. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, and I said this at one of the last funerals I preached at one of my family members, and some of them hated me for it, and some people understood what I was saying. The lifestyle we choose to live almost determines how you go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if I'm walking around like a thug and my pants hanging down, I'm constantly walking around smelling like weed, and I'm standing around on corners and doing what I do because I'm selling drugs or whatever the case may be, people are intimidated by me. Because in their mind, 9 times out of 10, they think I got a gun.
Yeah.
Right? Or if the police see me, they automatically treat me like a certain way because they are there. That's how they're looking at me. Like, and I tell people all the time, like, you treat people how you relate to them. If I came here, you know what I'm saying, what's up, my niggas? I'm going to treat you like that. Right. But if I come here like, what's up, King? What's up, blood? You already good? What's up, fam? Then I'm going to treat you with more respect because of the way I view you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And what people fail to realize, other people's perception is their reality. Right. So if my perception of you is that you're a thug and that you ain't about nothing and you ain't got nothing to live for, so now I'm scared of you. Mm-hmm. So that's why they so quick to shoot one another, because they're scared. They're not shooting each other because they just woke up like, I'm gonna shoot a nigga today. Right. No, they're carrying the gun because they're scared in the first place. Right. So when I see you and we didn't have words, now my mentality is I got to get you before you get me. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say in reality, a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people end up dying by the way they live their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, and I love my family to death and never stop loving them, but I've told them this. We might be saying a different story if they walked different, if they did something different. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get me wrong. The smartest guy, the guy who goes to church 6 days a week can walk out here and get murdered. Yep. But I'm saying, let's look at the ratio.
Yeah. Right. It's less likely.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're less likely. It's just what it is. What it is.
I can get hit by a car, but if I'm doing suicides on the highway, running back and forth from lane to lane, dodging traffic, then the chances of me getting hit is a lot greater. Yeah. So I think what God is telling us, man, to be honest, is that, you have to genuinely, and I say this with
you genuinely have to look at your life and say, what is more important? Is living a lifestyle like this more important than loving God? Then if it is, then that's just your choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think God is jealous, right? So
if you worshiping that more than him,
you know what I'm saying?
he'll come see you about it.
You know, and eventually he'll take his hand off of you. You know what I'm saying? That hand of protection, that security will come off your life. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're not in grace, anytime you're not fellowshipping with God and you're spending that somewhere else, then you're out of the will of God. And when you're out of the will of God, you can't really.
Do you think that the Most High puts different people into our lives and we watch these people pass away in order to shape you more?
I most definitely feel like God allows us to see things to wake us up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I told this dude the other day, and I forget his name, but I want to say he works at Arena. I'm not friends. I just became friends with him on Facebook, but I only saw his story because Ty Bobo shared it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Bobo, man.
And me and Ty Bobo, we kind of grew up together. Great guy. And the guy, what his post was about was that he did time for something he didn't do. But until he finally got proved not guilty, then he got out. But he said he lost so many family members and friends because they turned their back on him because they thought he did it. Right? And, you know, so he was just telling about the grace of God. 1 year ago, this is how I was looking. 1 year later, look at me now. And something just led me to comment on his post. And I told him, I said, man, God, you went through what you went through so that your testimony can help somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you went through what you went through because somebody else didn't have to go through it, because somebody else wouldn't have survived what you just went through. Like somebody else would have committed suicide sitting in there like that. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say they would have did it and then got out. Their life would have never been the same. They wouldn't be able to bounce back.
Right.
But God allowed you to go through it, one, to help you. Maybe it was to sit him down. Maybe he was doing a little too much. And God said, this is the only way I'm going to get your attention. Let me sit you down.
Yeah.
But I'd rather do that than you get murdered out here or this happened to you. So let me sit you down before you do something. So I think he did like 7 months or something like that, he said, and he got out. Like we look at him like 7 months, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Is.
Until you doing it.
Yeah.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And especially doing something that you did not do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just told him, I said, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Because your testimony going to help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then I sent him a friend request after I sent it, after I wrote on the post. And he just responded back, man. He was like, man, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that goes in line to what you was talking about. God places people in our lives for a reason and for a season. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, in that moment, God gave me enough confidence to comment on his post to give him what he needed to hear.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's frustrated by what happened to him and losing friends and losing family members because people turned their back on him because they thought he did what they said he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then to be proven not guilty, you back home and realizing y'all don't love me like you say you do to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't that in reality because they just thought you did it.
Right.
But God had to let you go through that for a reason, whether it was to sit you down, to let some time pass by, or because there's another knucklehead out here that seen what you went through that's going to make them be like, you know what? Yeah, that ain't my life. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And we don't understand that, and we never will, but that's how God is.
So here in the Legendary People podcast, we got a thing called Butterfly Effect. Whether it was something you said in the course of the interview or something I found in my research, I found it truly amazing, something profound. I mean, to hear your story, bro, you will hear this story from somebody and they have like the most sorrow about it. You know what I mean? Like you've taken your losses with no regard for being a loss at all. Such as like the Dayton CW, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't take that L because, like, for instance, a lot of our legends have this in common, man. How many legends have we come on here and they say, man, I tried it for the very first time and aced the test. I did it for the very first time and killed it. Mm-hmm. You talking about you were never no artist like that. You go body that. I don't know how I passed. Then it comes to the part of you going to do mining and you be a perfect mind. You go do comedy for the first time. Body it. You go speak for the first time on the radio. Body it. These are type of things that like a lot of times we just say cavalierly, not knowing that those are not just things you've done. That is who you are. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then for you to see that same thing, not even noticing that when you talking to this person and you helping that person, you don't know you talking about a person that was yourself, bro. Like you literally was that person that went through all that, and the Most High put you smack dead in the middle where He needs you with them kids.
And that's what He do. Watch this. This how crazy my life has been. Right, I sold drugs a little bit in high school, right, but I was only selling them because my sister's boyfriend was selling. And he was doing his thing, and so I was just helping him out, whatever the case may be. I used to take the money and just go to school and buy everybody whatever they wanted. Because I wasn't selling drugs to like sell drugs and make money. Right. I just did it because that was a lifestyle that I was living in. I was living in that house. I would take the money, go to school the next day, and buy everybody something from the concession stand. Nachos, pop, whatever y'all want. It's on me. Let's go. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so I dibbed and dabbed, and I was selling a little weed right after high school just to get some extra money because I had my kids. Now, by the time I was 20, I had 3 kids. Yeah. My oldest, who was born my senior year, and then my second son, Tyrion, was born that very next summer after high school. And then my third son, Tajon, was just born literally right when my mom passed, right? So my son was born in March. My mom passed in May. Yeah, because she passed in May right around Mother's Day. And so I'm doing what I can to make money, doing what I got to do. And so I'm selling weed, and I'm sitting on Lexington. No, I'm on Linda Vista because we living in Five Oaks. I'm living right there at Linda Vista. I'm sitting on the porch because I'm out there selling. My sister pull up. None of them know I'm selling drugs. So I hurry up and kind of put the weed to the side, whatever. And she was like, come ride with me. We need to talk. So if my sister pull up on me like that, I know it's something serious, right? So I took the weed and boom, you know what I'm saying? And kind of I told somebody to hold it. That's what it was. Another one of my dudes who was out there doing this thing, I act like I was dabbing him up on hold. I like, hold that for me when I come back. So we in the car with my sister, me and her we just riding. And that's when she told me my mom had cancer, right? Damn. So they thought I knew. It was like one of those things like, yeah, man, that's crazy. It was like, do we know? They was like, I don't think you know. They were like, did you tell him? She's like, no, did you tell him? They're like, no. And
so you found out right there in front of them?
Yeah, so my sisters all done talk and realized none of them didn't tell me. Mm-hmm. So my sister Donetta, she was like, I'd be the one to tell him. So she picked me up. We went for a ride. And she told me, you know what I'm saying, our mom had cancer and that it was pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest, I felt real bad, and I'm going to tell you why. My mom had asked me to walk to the store, right, to get her some cigarettes. At this time, I didn't know she had cancer. So I'm like, nah, man, I ain't walking to no store. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like 20. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Mom, I'm cool. I ain't going. She was like, I go if I could. I'm like, you can. You got 2 feet. Come on, man. I walked to the store 3 blocks. Come on. Like, nah, I was tired. I think I just came in from playing ball, something like that. And she was like, I don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but my mom also used to play a lot of jokes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? So when she said, I'm like, man, ain't nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? So I go in the room, turn my music on. You feel what I'm saying? Then like 2 weeks later, you know what I'm saying, when my sister come over and she was like, Mom got cancer, it's pretty bad. It hit me. Like, damn, that was her way of probably trying to tell me. Like, she was real about not feeling good. She was seriously not feeling ill. You know what I'm saying? And so literally when we found out that me and my mom moved, because the doctor said she could no longer go up and down the steps, we stand on like the 3rd floor or something like that. And so we found a small house on Detson, right around the corner from Chickamauga, where I was born at. And my mom, we moved in. At this time, I'm working, whatever the case may be, so I'm pretty much paying the bill. So it's like my mom staying with me. You know what I'm saying? And and so,
not you. You good, T?
Yeah. So it was crazy, man. It was like it was a change of roles. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom took care of me all those years. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now you're like living with me. You know what I'm saying? And I remember like it happened all so fast. You know what I'm saying? Because then next thing I know, the doctor done got it where the hospital bed was in our living room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so because she couldn't do a lot of maneuvering, couldn't do what she needed to do. And then, so she was just getting worse and worse. And then she had to go to the hospital. So they put her in the hospital, put her in the ICU. My mom was fighting hard. You know what I'm saying? I remember it like it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And then we were all taking turns to kind of go back, almost in a sense saying our goodbyes in a sense. You know what I'm saying? One by one. And when I got back there with her, you know what I'm saying? She was like, she's like, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, Mom, you got to fight. And she's like, I'm tired. I can't do it. And I just broke down. You feel what I'm saying? And just cried, and everybody thought she died right then and there because they could just hear me crying, so they come running. But just to hear my mom say she ain't got no fight left in her, she's too tired to go on, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then, but she still didn't go right away. Like she still was holding on. You know what I'm saying? And we already had a trip planned to go to Columbus for the block party. That's when Columbus block party was jumping. And everybody was like, nah, T, go ahead and go. You don't need to be sitting around like this. Go, free your mind. Because I was like literally there every day, all day, at the hospital, like not changing clothes type, like just there. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you need to go and have fun and free your mind. So I went literally the next day while we in Columbus. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. Like, we in the car, cuz got the music banging, we doing what we do, you know what I'm saying? And I had a vision, you know what I'm saying, of my mom being dead. And so my cousin Ronell got a phone call, like not even 30 seconds later. And he answered the phone, he turned the music down, answered the phone, and then he stepped out of the truck. And I just started knowing, like, you know what I'm saying, I know what's happening. He get back in the truck and he was like, your mom passed, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? And, matter of fact, I think I cut him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was hard for him to say it. Like, he got in the car, like, T, and I just told him, nah, it's cool, I know. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, she gone. I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then we cried, you know what I'm saying? And it was hard, you know what I'm saying? And then, came on back to the city and did what we needed to do to, get the funeral and everything together. And one of the things that has changed me now from then is I remember everybody kept saying, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. And I flipped on everybody at the funeral. Like, I legit just stood up in the middle of the service and was like, leave me alone, like screaming at everybody, like, it ain't going to be okay. Like, I punched the wall at the funeral home, and I just went outside. It was like a Boys and Men video. So when I get out of the funeral home, it's pouring down raining. But I didn't care about the rain because what I was going through. So I'm literally on my knees in the parking lot of the funeral home, and it's pouring down raining. You know what I'm saying? And not one person, and I got some fly people in my family. Like we dress it up. We kill the game when we throw some clothes on.
Right.
Yeah.
Not one person cared about, like, I didn't think about it at that time, but after it was over with, like, nobody cared. Nobody cared about getting their hair messed up, getting their clothes messed up. Everybody just came out in the rain, like, picked me up. And when I say raining, it's like
monsooning,
yeah, like, and we just out there in the rain. They just all picked me up, like, we all just getting drenched. You know what I'm saying? And then we go back in. And then a couple days later, I thought about that, like. The way life is set up, it doesn't matter what you're going through. You're willing to go through it for the people you love the most. Sure. And that's what I took from my mom's death. That's what I took from the funeral. And that's how I live my life the way I do now. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always willing to go the extra mile, help who I can, do what I need to do. Because I've seen how people are there for me. Like, they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm talking about all white suits. I'm talking about whatever. They just got their hair done that morning or the night before and didn't care about getting none of that messed up or losing money. Only thing they care about was making sure that I was okay. Man. So I just use that same attitude in anything I do. Man. You know what I'm saying? Working with the kids at the school. I'm going to give you what I can give you. Like, one of the biggest things I tell people all the time, stop looking for people to give you 100%, right? And the reason why I say it is like this. Most people don't have the energy to give you 100%. Not 100% of them. They can give you 100% of what they have left. Like, after I go to work and deal with them kids all day and then deal with some of their parents, like, okay, like today, right? Got to work, did the work day, got off of work, still at work, did my small mentoring group, got done with that, went to the gym and did basketball tryouts, did that, and then, took my daughter home. Then now I'm here interviewing with you guys. So by the time I leave here is going to be the first time I'm going home. Right. I don't have 100%.
Right, exactly.
Right,
and myself too. When I go home,
I maybe got 40%.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna give you 100% of the 40 I got. Yeah, and that's what life and relationships are about. That's what friendships are about. That's what marriages are about. That's what everything is about. Yeah. Give some people 100% of what you have. Yeah. Stop trying to be everything to everybody, but give them all you have. So like today, this evening, if anybody talk to me, you're gonna get 40% of Terry, but I'm gonna give you 100% of the 40. Yeah. And that's what life is about. Give me your best foot. Give me your best effort in what you got left. Man. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I look at life.
Man, bro, all I would say is, man, listen, and to me, like, that is what really your butterfly effect is going to be, is what what, because like for instance, I forgot who was on here, but like they said, your gift ain't for you. It's for everybody else around you, man. And what you said on this podcast today is going to benefit so many different generations, bro. I mean, we can't be here all day, but I wouldn't mind having you come back, brother, because you got so much.
If I was to just give a
legendary observation.
Well, it's I'm going to do this for my bro Polo. If I give a self-made observation.
Self-made observation.
Like, bro, you hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
About similar to what Peanut was just saying. Like this podcast, right? This isn't for you.
Right. Yeah.
This is to chronicle your life, so your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids and on down the line can look at these interviews 100 years from now and see where they came from. Who was on the show yesterday? Polo. Self-made.
My guy.
Polo. Polo's dad passed away when his mom was 8 months pregnant, or either he was 8 months, so he never got a chance to know his dad. But instead of us glossing over that subject, I dug a little deeper and asked him to tell me some stories that people told him about his dad.
Right. Yeah.
And he said that his dad was a cool player, and his dad was this and that, and his dad would wear robes and drive around with a glass of wine and stuff like that.
What I find.
Real cool stuff, right? And Peanut found a picture of Polo in a polo robe at some party.
Yep.
And so, like, the connection that we doing this podcast for is for that, for your kids to understand where they came from, right? And hear it from you. But not only that, bro, but to draw inspiration from situations that they're in and hear you say that you was like going through that or worse.
Yes.
You lost your dad. You grew up without your dad for long periods of time, but then he came back through. Then leave. Man, that's heartbreaking to kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I talked about it, man, in my book.
Let me build with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to hear all of these things that you went through, bro, and you having the heart and the courage and for real the character to receive your dad back in, this is teaching stories of forgiveness, which is the most important thing. The forgiveness is for you. And man, you ended up like, man, sending your dad off. You know what I mean? Taking care of him, man, into his final days. You did the same thing with your mom.
Yeah.
And for you to go through all of those hurdles and those challenges, bro, and still be here so polished, level-headed, your own bouts with death, losing so many people to murder, this and that, but then you're coming up with all of these wonderful concepts, right, of philosophy of how life is, of how things should be. You know, and then like you articulate these things so well, everybody can get it. And what's even better is you're able to use humor to get these points across where it's not so harsh. It's entertaining to listen and learn from you, bro. So I just, I think my observation and this reoccurring theme for you is this theme of just, is giving. It's kind of like, maybe sacrifice is the word that I'm kind of looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the things that you've went through, shit, we're all going to learn and become better from the things that you went through. The same thing that you told that brother on that Facebook post, I'm here to tell you that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like these words have come full circle right back to you, bro. Man, all of those things that you went through have shaped you into a great guy, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The Terry the voice.
Yeah.
I wasn't hip to you like that, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, sitting here listening to all of the things you said, man, it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Tough. And man, I'm glad like I dug a little deeper about your pops, man, because we could have just went
Yeah,
to,
glossed
oh,
over.
my dad really wasn't there, damn near. But then we like, well, hold on, what's going on? Then you showed us how you was able to do something that was amazing, bro, which is truly motivation for so many people, bro. Like, you know, one day when this podcast gets more and more major, and people go back and watch these interviews that we're doing right now, they'll hear that, bro, and it's going to get somebody over the hump to accept people back who seemingly did wrong to them. Damn near.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The ability to forgive. So that's just my observation, bro.
Appreciate that, fam.
Real legend, bro.
Real legend.
Real
Appreciate
legend.
you. Appreciate
Real
you.
story, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Real story, bro. Coming. I mean,
You ain't just a voice now, baby. You a story, man.
man. Terry the story.
Got a new name out here.
For sure, man.
Real talk. Peanut, man. Back to you, and then Terry, I want you to close us out, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with
Words
another
of wisdom.
legendary.
Yeah, let's
quote,
do it.
Quote
Let's
from
do
my
it.
man Terry, because he's so well spoken, man.
sure.
He said, "God is good. He took someone like me who has done so much wrong, and not only allowed others to forgive me, but gave me the spirit of forgiveness." Man, so that kind of taps into exactly what Smith was saying, man.
Yeah, and that's for real. Like I mean, because I've done dirt, right? Like, and when I say I've done dirt, Like I've done like people wrong I don't know. I've done people wrong that are close to me. Like I've done friends wrong. You know what I'm saying? And for God to forgive me, like, is amazing. And then to give me enough strength to forgive myself is something completely different. You know what I'm saying? And then so I walk the way I walk and live my life in hoping that those people forgive me, right? And so, like, some of the things why I do what I do, right? It ain't even about me. It ain't even for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good example. Like when I went on the Steve Harvey show, right? It was great to go on there and be around Steve and learn how they do the show. Like I took more from that than actually being on the show. Like
Right.
I was there stealing ideas. I'm there seeing how this was ran and how this goes. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I learned, not because I went to school, I learned from going on his show how you format a show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you go this long and then you commercial break and then you come back, you know what I'm saying, off a 30-minute show or an hour show.
Yeah.
So then I started doing that with my own show when I came back, right?
Right.
And I was like, because I'm here learning, right? But what I got most of out of being on the Steve Harvey show was a picture that I saw, right? When they finally aired it on TV, we went to John Anthony's up on Salem, which is now the Bourbon, Mr. Bourbon spot.
Yeah.
That's where we watched the show there,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of my close friends came, family, my kids were there, and somebody ended up taking a picture. And you could see my kids who were there. It was my oldest son, Terry, Tajon, and my oldest daughter, Tiana. They was there, and they was watching it. And when Will Henry took the picture of my kids, you can see the amazement, the awe in their faces and in their eyes, seeing their daddy on TV. That's what,
Wow.
for me,
Yeah.
like everybody, how was the show? Me seeing that picture of them, that was my highlight of being on the Steve Harvey show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then like when I wrote my book, right? And then I interviewed my oldest son. And I remember one of the questions we asked him was, is it hard being like the oldest of Terry the Voice? You know what I'm saying? And his answer was that it's not necessarily hard because he's not trying to be like me. However, I've paved a way for him to look at life differently and walk differently, for him to be able to look up to me because of the things I've done and the accomplishments, and him seeing me being a mentor and giving back to other people. Like, that was big for him to say, because all my life I've been thinking like my kids are missing out because I'm constantly mentoring this kid or going to this kid's game and, you know, being here and ripping and running and doing all these different things. But for my son to say that's one thing that he endures about me, meant a lot.
Right.
So
it wasn't all in vain.
It wasn't all in vain because I do so much, because I'm doing it for people. Like, and when I do the things I'm doing, I'm even doing it for my kids. You know what I'm saying? So for him to recognize it and see it, it only just encourages me to keep being who I am. Right. Like, I'm not telling people all the time, and this is not a joke, Like there's a difference between Terry Matthews and Terry the Voice.
Right.
Even though Terry the Voice is a great guy, like, I'm gonna make sure I give that, like, Terry the Voice has some of Terry Matthews in him. So that's still willing to sacrifice, to volunteer, and to give is still there, right? I don't want to be Terry the Voice all the time.
Right.
I want to be able to turn the light switch off. I want to be able to be Terry Matthews where I can just crack a couple jokes every once in a while, sit back, chill, relax. And one thing I used to say, the crazy part about it is by the time I get home, I'm a completely different person.
Yeah.
I want to chill, watch TV, relax. I don't want to crack jokes.
Yeah. I want to watch the game in quiet.
Yeah. Like, so it's kind of a, on and off type of thing. Now, like I said, don't get me wrong. Terry the Voice got a lot of Terry Matthews in him because that's just genuinely who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, in reality, I'm Terry the Voice to a lot of my friends, right? Because it's always, I got to be the center of attention and the limelight of the party, right? And that's cool to a certain extent.
Right.
So like I said, I want to be able to turn the light switch off. You know what I'm saying? So like Smith said, he wanted me to kind of rap, give something towards the end. Man, I don't think I can say is this, man, to be completely honest. Because we all work, we all got different things going. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are entrepreneurs now. I'll say this, and I kind of got two small things to say. Don't get caught up and lost and lose your identity in doing what you do, right? You're an entrepreneur. That's genuinely who you are. Yeah, that's great, but that's not who you are. That's just a piece of you. So don't get caught up and lose your identity giving so much energy just to that one part, because there's so much more to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we tend to focus more on what's bringing us the most money or what's bringing us the most clout. But that might not be what God called you to do.
Right.
So don't lose your identity because you're trying to put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Because I've caught myself doing that a couple times. I done lost some relationships. I done, lost some friends, different things of that nature, because I was investing so much time to Terry the Voice, not Terry Matthews. You feel what I'm saying? So, I think I'll leave us with my two quotes that I do for my talk show.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? I always say, make your next step your best step. You know what I'm saying? And then my slogan for my show is, be the pulse for your city, the voice for the people, and the person to make a difference.
Hey, man, that's legendary, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to leave you with, man, because in reality, you got to be able to be that voice, the person that's willing to speak out. You know what I'm saying?
Got to be willing to be the voice.
You got to do it. You got to be that person, because if you don't, who will? Right. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all doing this show. If y'all didn't do it, who will?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. Nigga trying to steal it a little bit.
No, but for real, because y'all did it, though.
Yeah, of course.
If y'all would have never did it, nobody would have thought about doing it.
Right. Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? So if y'all wouldn't have did it, nobody would have.
It's flattering, guys. Continue to copy.
Do your thing. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Be the voice for the people. You know what I'm saying? Not only be the voice for the people, because there's some people who don't have it to speak out. And I don't mean like they genuinely just can't talk. No, they don't have the platform to do it.
Right.
Nobody's going to pay attention to them. Nobody's going to listen to them. And if you got the platform, use it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to be willing to make a difference.
And if you can't talk, Terry can still do the mime, y'all. It's lit.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna
make sure you pay some bills best we can. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, go to Sheikhs for breakfast. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch, man. If you ever get injured, man, pull a neck brace out the back seat of your car. Slap that thing on. You feel me? Call the ambulance. I'm teaching you how to get them racks. And then, man, to really get them big, long money, man, call attorney Michael Wright, 937-222-7477. Michael Wright didn't tell me to say any of these things. I'm just playing.
Wink.
Yeah. All right, and then theshoparea.com.
Where?
Theshoparea.com.
Where?
Theshoparea.com.
Where's that?
Bro, it's online, bro. Just go to Google and then type it on in, man. Theshoparea.com, bro. They the baby Amazon. Get you anything that you want. So go there first. Free delivery always in 4 days from the store to your door in 4. And Kiara Wine coming through with that Pleasure Peach tomorrow. We got Ready Baby on the show. If you guys are still watching, please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. We did get a couple of new subscribers tonight, so definitely thankful for that, man. We really appreciate it. But if you didn't subscribe, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, like, ring the bell notification, and comment. I'm going to read a couple of these comments.
Legendary comment section, man.
up through here,
Shout out to the
man.
legendary comment section, man. I love y'all. It's my favorite part of the show. So please make sure y'all continue to comment.
So Big said Stivers Tigers.
Hey.
He said he dipped out once there was no more sports, and when y'all beat them, y'all cheated. He said he loves us, man, and we his bros.
Sure.
Denise was laughing at us. She thought something was funny. Antoine Shackelford
Yeah.
said, "Oh my God, he was there for all of the things that
He
you
was.
were talking about
Yeah.
during a certain part for sure."
Wow.
Is it Carmela Shavers Douglas?
I know you're talking about.
Shaq chimed in and said that. Kevin Ease actually said I was working some nice angles over here. So yeah, man, I was over here switching angles today. Bro. I was over here working, man. Y'all make sure y'all go back and watch all our other interviews on YouTube. I got one more last comment.
Shout out to legendary people.
Art Hooker said he agrees with you, bro.
Hey.
Art is that guy.
We don't
man.
know what part he agreed with.
The whole thing.
Oh, and then we got comments from YouTube. Let me read my YouTube comment.
Oh, yeah, YouTube.
Maha Selassie, man, the owner of Gem City Market, checked in. My brother from another mother.
Yeah.
He said that he's really interested in how we can all create space for all to shine. You know, that's his big thing. You feel me? And then he also said, "Damn, the couch." They took the couch. Yes, sir.
Took the couch, man.
He was on YouTube with us and said that's funny. So something that we said, you feel me? He thought it was funny.
That's
Probably
dope.
something I said. You know what I mean?
What?
I'm no real comedian,
We let him have it.
man, bro. But Terry or T, I'm gonna call you T because it seems like all your family call you T, bro.
Hey,
so I want to
yeah.
be in that circle, bro. T, man, we love you, bro. For
Appreciate
sure, man.
love
Thank
back,
you for
man.
coming through. P Dashes, love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
man. We getting it going, man. Tomorrow we got Ready Baby on the show, and for everybody that's watching and those who dig, what you got, P?
He got to announce his night. Say,
come
karaoke
on.
nights.
Come on,
Oh,
come
man,
on.
we got a lot of things
Come
going.
on, bro.
Come on, bro.
All right, I'm gonna run it down real quick. That's how we gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you ain't got nothing going, make sure you come to Taco Tuesdays at 9375-5515 North Main Street. Stay right there on Wednesday because we got karaoke. Thursday night we got ladies night. Friday is grown folks night. Saturday is party night, and Sunday come watch your favorite football team because it's going down. And on this Sunday we having a costume party, and it's gonna be ready because we got ready for them Dallas Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey,
it's coming
go.
down. Make sure you're at 937. Shouts out to Carl Johnson. Stan McKnight is going down 5515 North Main Street, Club 937. And as always, if you get a chance, go like and subscribe to my YouTube as well.
Hey.
And also my like page, Terry the Voice. That's where I post all my videos from my talk shows. So go check it out. I appreciate the support Dayton been giving. And let's keep it going.
Man, shout out Club 937, man. Carl, come on through. Did reach out to Carl for him to come down here and chop it up
I
with
know
us,
he'll
bro.
do it.
We definitely
What's up, baby, bro?
would love to have you down here, bro. I know you can inspire a whole lot. So, man, come on through. Shout out 937. Man,
sure.
shout out Terry the Voice, his page. And go and like and subscribe to his YouTube channel, too, bro. We need it, bro. We want that. Let's do it. Vision Act, next you attract, start your own business.
Hey.
We out of here. We love you. Peace.
Legendary People Podcast.